I don't know what's going on, but I don't like it.
I mean, you said he was upset. What they do? Fire a bunch of people? Get all new guards? I mean, can't be serious if they're not taking any new measures, right? You still got a
Yeah,
job
yeah,
there.
they fired a couple of folks. Many of the guards we didn't seem to worry about us folk. They're pretty sure it happened tonight. One guard went in there, like they said they heard a noise or something, but they didn't
Probably
find
rats.
nothing. Shit knocked him out. Nah, man, it was like a box that got tossed around from the shadows. It's crazy from what I heard. So
Do
yeah, that's
do my best
the
to furrow
security.
my brow. Yeah.
Up the security there a bit. Like they put like a bar on one of the doors. I think I saw, and they put like from what I heard, they had like a mage put up like some what's the magic shit, and goes over
Spell?
and to the one of the half elves that are there. Says, "Oh yeah, that'd be I think it's called it's an alarm. I think it's when folks step on it. Goes ding ding, makes a big old noise, calls everyone in.
Pretty sure
Yeah,
us regular folk have those too. We call them alarms as well. Fucking fancy
yeah,
ass
but it's
bitches.
it's a it's a it's a magic one, so folks can't seize it.
I'm just saying it's pretentious to. I'm adopting his accent. That's not how Billy talks. I'm just saying it's pretentious to for mage. Like I go on this rant about like oh mages always co-opting
Why
virgins
don't
and
you
shit.
just real quick make a persuasion check at advantage to see like how much that ingratiates you to them?
Yeah, let's. Oh, hey, with the -1 too.
They're like talking about it and like you know, God, magic's bullshit. It's about honest work for honest pay. Magic's like cheating, and you never actually do any real work. It's just like, yeah, they're shit talking mages for a while,
Oh
and
yeah.
um, yeah, and it's like, yeah, man, gosh, it's it's just bullshit. You know, tomorrow I'm fucking tired. They they got me moving so many heavy shit.
Picking shit up and putting it down. I'll drink to that.
Yeah. God. Are you working around here at all? Because
I'm actually looking for something steady. I'm only in
yeah,
town
man.
for a couple weeks.
Yeah. I mean, I need a little bit of a break, so I could try and talk to my boss about subbing you in. I mean, I've been trying to get my vacation in, but they really do not let you go until you got someone else to take your spot.
Well, hey, you put in a good word. Maybe I can sub in for you, give you a couple days off.
Yeah, man. Yeah, easy. And I'll yeah, I'll talk to the boss tomorrow.
All right.
Or
What time should I meet you?
um, just I mean, come down to the warehouse tomorrow morning. It's crack of dawn, and I mean, I'll be there. And I'll let you know whether the boss is cool for you to take my spot for a day or two.
Sounds like a plan. What are you getting? What's the pay while I'm taking this job?
It's like 5 silver a day. It's all right.
It's all right. Yeah, pays your living expenses at least. That would
Yeah,
cover my food.
just works havoc on your back. But
I
yeah,
already have to carry plenty in my daily job. Ah.
uh, go. Well, good news. You won't be carrying any more of your coin. And then sort of like sweeps up all the chips on the table
I'll
as
swear in giant.
around.
I'll just a couple oaths in giant upon his family and house.
Hey, guess I don't need to be working for the next couple of days then.
Alright, then I'll
And
see y'all, good folks tomorrow. It's getting a little dark for me.
fair enough.
My bedtime's coming up.
And yeah, they sort of continue gambling and talking. You have some info and an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We want to do
Um,
Shark Chow on the front now.
yeah, Shao. What are you doing, Shao?
Uh, he
Office.
is basically watching the front, watching who's going in and out. What are they taking in and out? Watching for that illicit guy that was their original informant that they got the information about the warehouse from. He interviews who has working with him.
That guy has actually left town.
Left town now.
Yeah, the guy who was in the Black Diamond
Okay.
Club.
Yeah, he beat Pete. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
then
beat Pete
he's
like
watching. Yeah,
pretty much
then
instantly
he's
after you got. Yeah,
he's
after news of the chip being stolen.
okay. Then he's going to focus on getting a good layout of the building now that he's got daylight to look at it and watching the guards, learning their mannerisms and their patterns.
All right.
And
Yeah.
while using the cover, the crowd, the other buildings, alleys, anything.
Mm.
And if necessary,
Sure.
he will use pass without a trace on himself.
So, are you hiding or blending in?
Blending in.
All right. So, why don't you just make an investigation check to try and find? Do you want to like just try and find a good spot and chill out there, or are you pretending to be like a beggar or something, or what's the
No,
act?
he's just trying to look like a traveler looking around, exploring the city maybe. He's like possibly trying to get maybe because he's a very fast walker. Maybe he's like traveling and making maybe he's making some shopping trips. He's gonna go around and gather some items that he'll
Okay.
have.
Why don't you make assuming you're doing this for like multiple hours, I will require a deception or performance to make sure that I guess it could be stealth to like hide in the crowds, to make sure that you're not noticed to be out of place constantly moving around this one building.
Okay. For the first hour, he does have passes without a trace up.
All right.
He's going to have advantage.
It's the +10, not advantage, but yeah.
Arguably way better.
Yeah, it's just +10. My bad.
Just
Sorry,
simply-
I'm being a little tired today.
Good. You get on the roll. Yeah.
23. Wrong
Survival.
ability. Stealth. 22.
All right. So, yeah, you do manage to, hide successfully within the crowd, like changing up your garb a little bit every now and then. Yeah, it's not. You are not picked out by any of the guards. So yeah, feel free to make a perception check as you're sort of looking around, peering into the building. What exactly are you trying to determine before you make that?
I guess he's trying to see what's moved around since the last been in there. Because I mean, he got a good layout of it before he had beat.
Okay. Yeah. As for the internals, the building itself, it's hard to determine. It is just a massive, cube of bricks. But you do sort of peer into the window of the office and notice that it does appear to be a sort of a clerk in there, who seems to probably be the one who is in charge of this warehouse. And they look stressed as hell.
Mm.
They're like writing out a bunch of shit, and like every time there's like a bump or something, or like a noise that's a little bit out of place, they immediately jump and like whip their head around in that direction.
Okay, I am no longer trying to get into to this place. I am watching this guy, and I'm gonna keep an eye on him and start following him, seeing if he's gonna be by himself when he leaves this place.
All right. Um, yeah, he's basically staying in there for honestly most of the time. And
I watch
is
him. I get to a good vantage point where I'm still in stealth, and just watch him and observe him the entire time.
yeah, he's staying in that office most of the time. And is just like scribbling out a bunch of shit real fast. Um, and is yeah, and eventually when he does leave, sort of coming up around just a little bit before sunset, you do notice that he is actually leaving with a guard guarding him, which you'd know is not that normal. And you
Okay.
do catch him muttering under his breath. Uh, sorry, my brain's trying to find what he says. God damn, the fucking don't know what happened. God, the fuck is gonna kill me. God, I gotta come up with a straight story. I've gotta find it. Oh, you can do this. You can do this. Yeah, very clearly stressed.
Okay.
And
So
fearing
he's got
for
a
his
guard
life.
with him, and so I'm assuming he's heading home.
Yes.
I'm gonna follow him till he gets to his house.
Yeah.
And
It's
do I hear his name in the process?
no, it's just him and he's working with the god.
So the guard never addresses him.
No, the guard's just following him and like keeping an eye out. Um, and anytime he speaks to the guard replies like addresses him as sir rather than by any name.
Okay.
But yeah,
He just
eventually, yeah,
How far
goes
away
back
is his
to
house?
that's like maybe a half hour's walk,
Okay.
and he finds his way to a fairly not super large but relatively affluent looking building.
Is it like defensible? Does it have a bunch of guards around it, or is it just he's been escorted to
There's
his
not a
house?
bunch of guards around it. Like there's a small garden that's got like a gate that is locked behind him. But it seems like as far as guards specifically for him, there just seems to be the one. Although the richer area of the town does appear to have a slightly higher guard presence than normal.
Okay. Xiao Xiao, when now that he knows where he lives, he's gonna quietly leave that part of town, find a place where he can get into the crowd, and he's gonna quickly make his way back to the party.
Right. So you guys reconvene. I'm gonna say, Malfa, you are off having drinks. Are you drinking with your buddy?
Yes.
Oh right, God.
I will continue to regale him with all this shit of, you know, that fucking wolf bitch. Like, even her order didn't fucking take me in and shit, breaking my heart all the time. Fucking stepper.
Yeah, and he's just just going along with you, and it's just like, oh man, yeah, fuck. I mean, I was, God, as if I wasn't having a rough time already. They fucking fired me just because some fucking box went missing. It's, I'm just gonna, sometimes I just want to jump into the sea and not come back.
Oh, you don't have to
Just-
do that. It's fucking. I mean, if I get the job that I'm looking for, I'll gladly bring you along and we'll get more done. You don't even have to fucking worry about it.
I mean, I'll take anything at this point. I just need something to keep me going.
I mean, I deal with some spooky shit all the time, like fucking ghosts and creepy things in the mines, but like, We still need people to fucking help out getting shit at point A to point B and fucking always dealing with all the crazy plant collections we gotta do.
Hey man, we already got demons haunting us, so what's a couple more?
Am I right? It's a good job though, I promise you.
It's a big. Yeah, man. I mean, if you got work, I'll take it.
I'll definitely put a good
So-
one in for you.
Yeah, thanks, man. You're a good friend.
I'm glad to have met you there. It's one hell of a time.
Oh fuck, what was your name? We've been drinking for like 3 hours and we don't. I'm sorry, man.
Oh, Malthorn. Malthorn Thunderfall.
That's a fucking good name, man. I'm just fucking Albert Fisher.
Hey, it's still a good, good name though. Don't know many Alberts. I could definitely say it's a first for me.
Really? Yeah. It's not exactly a fancy fucking name.
Oh, please, you'd be amazed how many Thunderfalls there are back in Throwing.
I guess I don't know much about one.
Definitely have to take a visit there sometime, and I'll show you around. It's a good fucking place.
Yeah, man.
Here in
It's
the
way
distance.
too
This fucking
hot.
sucks.
Fuck it. Fuck you, Ezekiel.
Like it's hot and
What's your name?
moonshine, but it's like it's dry heat, you know. It's not this humid heat.
That's a pretty good one, though. Dry heat's nice. Humid is where, like, things start sticking to your thighs. You gotta peel them off.
White people love
It's
to
fuck-
say it's a dry heat.
So yeah, do you have anything particularly you want to ask him about, or are you just kind of hanging out with your bro?
Hanging out. I mean, like, obviously he's asking what I'm doing. Like, ask about the, like, how long he's been doing the warehouse shit. Obviously, shit-talking fellow employees. Just to
Yeah,
see
he's
if he,
been working-
loose lips stuff.
Yeah, sure. Why don't you just make me a persuasion check for me at advantage? Yeah, man. Like, God, but like when my boss fired me this morning, fucking sun and moon, he looks so fucking scared.
The fuck
I reckon-
boss? That couldn't be that scary. Not at least with half the fucking things that I fought.
Well, I mean, just between you and me, he was always a bit of a pussy, but I mean, he just sticks to fucking writing the manifests and ticking boxes. It's fucking the easiest thing ever, man. I couldn't read. I can do that, but he gets paid so much. But yeah, man, I'm pretty sure he was doing something sly on the side, like maybe smoke drugs or some shit.
Well, that's fucked up. That's a good thing
Yeah.
he got fucking out of that situation. And met
Oh,
me.
but he's
I'll be
not out.
happy.
He's well, I'm pretty sure he must have run afoul with some of the gangs. Like he's fucking pissing himself. He hired a bodyguard, and he's like, God. I mean, I laugh now, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he found him dead in an alleyway tomorrow. The way he was fucking looking, he was shaking like a leaf.
Well, whatever he lost then is definitely on his own ass. The
Yeah,
boss is getting their fucking comeuppance, am I right?
yeah. He sort of gives you a cheers.
Smashed him, Glenn.
You're a good fella.
So do you, Albert. Oh, it's a
Well,
fucking
thank you.
good, refreshing time.
Yeah, like we just never give ourselves a break. We just work and work and work, and sometimes you just need to take a second.
Right, sit back and have a nice drink and just enjoy the view.
And so, yeah, you spend a good while talking and having a grand old time.
Yeah.
And why don't real quick making the Constitution saving throw at advantage because poison.
Yeah, boy. Dwarvish bullshit.
Yeah, you're good. Like you're feeling it, but you're not poisoned drunk. You're like you got a good. And it's like, hey man,
A little tizzy.
you as it comes towards the evening when you have to go and meet with the others. Fucking up, and he sort of like, actually, hey man, drinks are on me. I got the tap.
Oh, thanks. Trust me, I'll get you back next time, since I brought the bottle last night.
Well, reciprocity. That's what it's all about. That's a fancy word one the other day. It means like back and forth.
I'm
Like,
all for
yeah,
it.
it's a good. Alrighty, well, you have a good one, my man. Don't be a stranger.
Be safe, I'll come find you if that job it goes through.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I can do anything. Well, and if I can learn. He sort of gives you a wave off.
I'll give him a wave off and finish off my pint. Grab a small bit of meat and bread to go to meet up with the others.
Alrighty. Oh, I didn't realize that the fucking watch together has been changed into the fucking line.
No, it's his heart. It's the cavernous heart. They're looking for any remainders of it. It's just fucking empty. Holy shit.
Alright. Let me real quick add another one too. There we go. All right. So yeah, as you guys reconvene, what is your plan?
Well, if we all meet back up, then I would share what I learned that some people had fired, which would be corroborated, I guess, by Mouth Iron.
Mm-hmm. Pretty upset, and their boss is already jittery.
I didn't learn anything about additional guards, but there's bars on the inside of the doors, and there's supposed to be some sort of magic alarm.
No.
Oh. What'd y'all see about the rotation?
Not much. I was very distracted by my chosen stakeout point, fortunately.
Shag?
Looks like they've changed the guards a little, and from what I could tell from the vantage points that I was able to get of the interior, it may have changed up some of the interior security as far as like physical emplacements. I'm not sure, but I was able to see. Looks like the warehouse ombudsman or quartermaster or clerk. He's not as well protected as the warehouse. I'm thinking that potentially we could compel him, by strong arming him, potentially supplanting his guard force, coming with him and acting as his bodyguards to come in, extract the materials we need, and leave with him in tow, and convince him to just no longer work for this company, give him just a cut of the proceeds and tell him to peace off.
Well, to that end, I did get offered a job at the warehouse. I'd be subbing in for one of the regular day workers.
That would help.
Ah.
So you
Perhaps I could.
you could do that job, and then you could help cover, if things go south, trying to get him out, trying to get him through that, you can help.
I was gonna
jump in
say
there.
perhaps that night I could show up with new guards. One of them, and I point at Yoko, already in disguise as one of the people perhaps on duty.
Sounds good.
That way,
I'll start. Go ahead.
you
sorry,
and I
didn't
look
mean
like
to interrupt
fighters. I was just gonna say you and I look like fighters. That could at least get us in the front door, and then if we could compel this person to assist us, that gets us into the warehouse proper. Then one person or one or two people put to sleep. What do we do about this magical alarm?
I can dispel that as long as I can see it. If it's just the door, that should be fine.
Can you see Can you see magical effects?
I can't see magic effects, but it's the door, right? The door is alarmed.
I suppose that'll be part of my information gathering during my day tomorrow. So it sounds like we're gonna put off the heist at least one night.
No.
But I can do fast running if we need that, and courier or demon distraction to try and keep distance.
What were you doing since you were not able to be with us for a recon on site? Did you have a good rest?
Well, I was speaking to my friend Albert Fisher, who might be able to join us. He did get fired for that last night.
Oh,
Unfortunate
It's unfortunate.
situation.
we should
What do you mean?
possibly-
Join us on the heist.
Oh, no.
I don't know if that would.
It would be more or less traveling with us once we leave. You know, kind
Oh,
of like
sure.
That I could get behind. Perhaps he could help Alendril with his work.
Yeah, that's the idea. A good lad.
But at the
Good
very
heart.
minimum,
Though I'm
Give
sure
him some
Alendril
money.
would love a manservant.
perhaps we could give him some money, at least to help him tide over whatever he needs.
Ugh, fine.
Definitely free up some time.
We
with
lost
Vinka.
the man his job. I mean, come on.
I didn't lose a man anything. I'm becoming gainfully employed, and I'm just gonna get fired on my own.
You helped unlock the lockbox we stole, so you were complicit in the crime we committed. And the child's just glaring at Bailey.
Ethically, I think that by my prerogative of assisting you all back to the
complicit.
room, I'm absolved
You're
of
not absolved, you're complicit.
disallowed.
What
What does the tribunal
I would
say?
finger you as a fellow conspirator. I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's
hey,
how the law
we're
works.
close, but let's not do that.
I'm not gonna, but I'm saying if I were forced to do so, I would be forced to do so because that's the nature of the law.
Rat me out, Shag?
Yeah, you good narc?
Only if I was.
You rat on me?
What the fuck? You narking?
I offered to throw you over that wall, and you'd rat on me.
No, I was just kidding.
It's
Alright.
funny.
I have a very strong sense of following rules because it was drilled into me by a bunch of very bad people when I was a very small person.
See, that's
Hey,
why
I
you
mean-
break their fucking kneecaps and you make new rules.
Look, I've got no love for most places with rules, but Verimore's been good, at least to me.
Even less love for me.
It's
mean, no one
not.
loves you.
It's
Man,
not.
you fucking cunt. I'm a fucking
I,
fan.
I grab Malthard and I give him a noogie.
Ah!
Shag apologizes, and he looks very, very distraught when he's like almost kind of like trembling with rage. It's not intentional, and I apologize about getting too fixated on it.
You're all
It's
right.
kind of it's conditioning from being a slave for most of my childhood and teenage years.
Oh, well,
They fucked with my head, and it's remnant of that.
Why don't we get you? And I start to say a drink, and then I change and say a warm glass of milk.
That would be nice, but we should focus on the task at hand. I apologize for being erratic.
We got.
This
We're
is on,
gonna.
like, a box for a second, just punches it real quick. Okay, I'm okay now. And he kind of flexes his hand a little bit.
I put Malthorn down. All right. Why don't you
punch
all
you in
head?
the back of the ham.
I fucking kick him. Why don't you all head to the to the bar? I'll hang around and maybe give a little bit of a look-see at night before I show up tomorrow.
I'm down for that.
Okay.
see if we can't get some more information at the same time. Yeah, I'm kind of fucked out of that. I can't deal with magic, so the most I could say is I could probably, like, run in, I don't know, like some big production. I don't think we would really sell it too well, though. Not really a bunch of actors. I'm like, oh, you know, this crazed dwarf ran in and jacked our shit.
Thinking more along the lines of we show up where new guards that the owner needs on night shift, lie to that guy, compel him to get us in. If you were seen around there, they might believe that you'd be hired on as a guard. Especially since you knew whatever his face was.
But Fisher, I mean, yeah, like that. I don't know if I would want to go off the recommendation of someone who had something stolen on their shift.
Not his recommendation, but they saw you with him, so you're already associated with the guards at least.
That's true.
But, you know, as our Asimar friend pointed out, I'm not the thinkiest person here.
I think I'm of consensus. Yoko is the most intelligent person in our group now.
But it goes without saying.
We could say it again, though.
It's true.
I would also like to say I think you are also both more intelligent than I am.
Yoko tries to hide under her wide-brimmed wizard hat.
Ronnie hat.
Blushies.
Kinda, yeah.
Hide more, Mega Man.
I will give Jog Chalice back, and I will say that sounds like more of that damn conditioning. Milk, go, bar.
Nutmeg! Add nutmeg! I'm a CLB happy.
Shag does as he's ordered. He sits at the bar, orders a round of warm milks, and puts some seasoning in them.
Not a round, oh god. Warm milk and beer.
Yeah, I have milk and beer. It's a good staple.
He orders several drinks, and he comes back, and it looks like it's several warm milks, but it's actually a bunch of beers for everybody else.
Hell yeah.
Alright, I want to do just a little bit of night recon on the back side, just because we didn't really get any of that before. But I'll be back to sleep with enough time to get a long rest before dawn.
You give me stealth and perception.
Okay, I'm wearing a breastplate, so I'm not at disadvantage for stealth. I said I'm not at disadvantage for whatever. I don't know why it said that. Well, I mean, it would still be the 7, so because that was the first number. And then you said perception 10. So I'm a little obvious, but I'm hoping that I was seen enough around the dock that it's like not super conspicuous that I'm just hanging around.
It is getting pretty late.
I have
as you're
advantage
sort of,
for perception. Fuck. Okay.
as you're sort of hanging out, is advantage on sight as well? Or?
No, but it's scent and hearing. But I imagine hearing would do very well if I'm trying to listen for what's inside a building.
I would say it's actually not too difficult, as one of the last ships of the day is actually loading. It seems like some small exotic creatures in cages into the warehouse, yeah, it's definitely something to catch your eye. But as you're hanging out there, like a couple of the guards do like clock you, and you're pretty sure like they're aware of you and they don't approach, but they're definitely a little suspicious.
Sure. I would definitely not hang around too long with that impression. As soon as I get clocked, probably the second time, I would go to whatever the nearest place is and buy the food or drink that they sell there and eat or drink it while walking back to the inn.
All right, you could do that. Why don't you just roll a d20 for me, real quick?
Just a d20. It's never just a d20. Big
Right.
6.
It's a relatively cheap place, so it's like 2 silver.
Dog sausage. Yes.
Sausage.
I pay them in 10 with 20 copper pieces.
All right. Sounds good. What's the plan then, as that evening comes?
I'm not sure what y'all want to do the next day, but I'm gonna show up and try and get a job and learn as much as I can throughout the day. If y'all want to continue to case the place, that's a good idea, but just don't get caught. I feel like I'm giving orders. I shouldn't do that.
Well, I'm just thinking of like if we could. No, we can't. Is there a way to dispel alarms? We even like do anything about that without raising an alarm?
I unfortunately don't have the ability to do so with that kind of magic. That's beyond my skill sets. Sorry.
Well,
I mean, maybe this. As much as I hate to bypass a money earning situation, seems like we might be hurting a fair few people if we do this.
yeah, unfortunately our opportunity was the other night, and it's now well sailed.
What? I mean, you all got in. Why'd you only get out with only the one box?
Because it was getting too hot, and I don't want to endanger lives for something that I wasn't sure about. Because I was the only one that was inside there, so if they had started coming in, it would have been an ugly fight. There was at least 5 guards.
What if we just set the place on fire?
That would be awesome, but you could do that. I mean, the warehouse itself is mainly stone, but a lot of the stuff inside is wood.
I'll also tell everybody about the exotic animals that I saw being loaded in.
A couple of small cages, like one with like an insect-like creature, one with like a tiny, like cyclopean humanoid. Yeah, like a couple of very looking tiny creatures.
So that's a thing. And well, we can't trust that they won't kick up a fuss if we bust down the door either.
I will follow you all direction you choose. You've saved my life several times already, so I'll tell you that much. Just would like to limit killing innocent people, silly things, and this feels silly.
I guess we'll find how viable it is after my workday tomorrow.
Pretty much.
Could I try to become a guard as well?
I would say not yet, but that's just my vote.
Well, that sounds good.
Why don't I ask y'all a favor of mine, actually? Did y'all ever hear the myth about Ilya the Ravenous?
Anyone who wants to make a history check.
Oh.
Nope.
Yoko, you were the one! Yoko, it was you that I was looking to. Oh my god!
You are wrong!
I looked at the wrong person!
Chow, that rings alarm bells in your head immediately. You've definitely in your transit over like around the mountains and stuff, you've definitely a couple of escaped slaves to lycanthropes, and you've heard tales of
The light of the ravenous.
Ilya the Ravenous, who is a lycanthrope with such ferocity and power that they grow in size considerably, transformed, and they are not the kind of werewolf that just becomes part of the natural order. They are the kind that slaughters and kills for fun. Probably doesn't even bother eating, and like takes a bite and then continues just killing.
They destroy the natural order and they disrupt
Yeah.
nature.
They are effectively the embodiment of the endless hunger that lycanthropes feel. And you have heard stories of this creature. Whether they were human at any point, you don't know. But they will occasionally choose a lycanthrope and mold them into an equally merciless killer. And if there are individuals that Ilya believes to be weak or not properly using the gift of lycanthropy, then she will basically cull them if she thinks someone is not worthy of it.
I've heard the ravenous called the curse of your kind. Among the few slaves that I've had helped, that some of whom have contracted lycanthropy and were learning to live with it.
Well,
And, they were good
there's
stories.
yeah, they're
I've seen-
saying that something like that is running around right now. So a lot of people are turning up dead, even some lichens.
Would you like me to start investigating the area to find any potential trails?
Yeah,
We'll do that.
any information?
That feels much more within my purview, and I feel much more comfortable looking to help protect people than I do this. Thank you. Don't know what we could do to defeat such a horrible curse on the living.
You're pretty sure this Ilya the Ravenous individual, not something you want to tangle with.
At best, we might be able to parlay with it, but what I've
Probably
heard,
not.
That's at best. That's like if everything were to align in our favor, but
You're
we might just be like
pretty sure
warning
the
people about where it's
only-
at.
only chance of diplomacy with Ilya the Ravenous would be for Billy to do it as a lycanthrope.
Yeah. Like I said,
They view you in the same way that a cat views a mouse.
yeah, exactly.
This
Best
is
case scenario.
very much the tickling Billy's "I will become the greatest hunter ever" to like defeat the archetype of lycanthropic rage.
Okay, so what Shroud's gathering from this is you want to know where the alpha is so you can slaughter them.
I would like to gather information about them. I will reveal to the party that I was warned about its
Okay, so
activity
after-
in the
Yeah, Shroud is operating on, okay, I need to find out about this thing's operation activity in this area so I can warn people. And that's what he's focusing on.
because I was warned about it. I was told it's dangerous. We need to know more.
Okay, Shroud is definitely happy
To
to focus on
clarify,
something where he's protecting other people because that's
it's
his
not
MO anyways.
To clarify, the potential signs of such a creature are not really anywhere near civilization. They are, what was his name? Fucking, my brain turned off. The guy,
Hammer
monster.
something.
yeah.
It's less about that creature and more about the activities of the strange happenings of
Yeah,
others being attacked by werewolves.
These
But the-
stories are probably
The point is that these happenings are not near civilization, and they are almost exclusively the hunter who came across these werewolves that were already killed when he was expecting them to be alive.
I guess maybe Shroud will try to find the hunter if he's in the town.
well, no, I already talked to him.
He did. Okay.
I guess we won't do that since that's not a plot point that we should follow.
Oh jeez. Confused.
Yeah.
No, now that you let Shao know about what you're looking for, he's like, yeah, something to be curious and focused on while we're out in the wilds. I guess Shao is going to focus on just giving you guys good overwatch so you can threaten the guys, and worst case scenario, engage in combat to incapacitate them versus try to kill them.
All right, well, I
That's
gotta
what
get to
we can think
bed.
of doing.
I have work early.
Problem.
Alright.
Every time you say that, I keep thinking you're actually talking about real work.
But yeah, so you guys take your rest. I will note that you only have effectively a day and a half. So there's this coming day, and then somewhere during the day after tomorrow, Ira is expected to be leaving. So yeah, it's basically now on the end of the kind of thing. As you wake up in the morning, and yeah, really you do arrive at the presume go there relatively early. You do arrive, and yeah, the gnomish individual does sort of basically introduce you to their boss, who is again the jittery looking scribe with the bodyguard, and is yeah, basically is, all right, just load everything from the ships in, and anything with a little tag on it, load it into the appropriate ship. Simple enough.
Will do.
We're at the end of the day. Don't ask questions. Don't open boxes.
Easily enough done.
Good.
I would like to put my the crystal into, like, I imagine that I have my like outer layer has a couple of pockets on the arm. I would like to put it in one of the ones near sort of my wrist. I imagine it's sort of like a
You want to
protection
just
in terms
yeah?
of
Do you want to
pockets.
just make a sleight of hand check to try and like slip it into in a place where it's not immediately obvious?
I would like to have done this in advance, but yes, I will do that.
Yeah, no, you can have done that in advance. I'm just
Okay.
yeah, you're pretty sure aside from active investigation, it's not going to be found
Perfect. So I'll just keep an eye if I see any. Oops.
to find it.
Yeah, if I see any minor glimmering from like the pocket as I'm picking up boxes.
Your body, you'd actually probably feel it vibrating a little bit. If it
Even better.
Yeah.
Even better. Yeah. So I'm gonna be. I do make a little bit of a habit of like walking down the whole line of boxes to get the farthest one, and it's like, and if I'm questioning, it's like, oh well, this way I have each box gets easier to carry because I have less distance to walk.
Story, like balcony area. The main thoroughfare goes all the way up to the roof, but then there is, there's like some stairs towards the back door that go up, and there's like a mezzanine kind of area on either side.
Okay.
So there's 2 floors.
Okay.
But yeah, you. Jesus, you're cool. But yeah, you can, yeah, quite easily make your way around. Do you want to make an investigation check to look for the potential object?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Can I get advantage because of the stone?
I'm gonna say, yeah, but you do need to make, I'm gonna say, either a stealth or deception check
Man.
to
Woof.
find your intention.
Okay. Stealth. It's an 18. I don't know why it still thinks I'm wearing heavy armor. Did I not get rid of the chain? I'll figure it out.
Regardless.
Oh, so
I-
it is half plate. Never mind.
Oh, yeah. Well, regardless, 18.
Yeah.
And yeah, you do manage to sort of, duck behind boxes and and make sure that your backs are turned to people so that they don't recognize that it's you specifically looking at all these places. Unfortunately, you don't feel anything, and you don't find an appropriate box. Although, to your understanding, it does need to be within about a foot of the actual object for it to activate. So you would need to probably clamber through some of the boxes and pull them out to give it a clean sweep.
Okay.
But it's not immediately obvious to you.
Is there any sections that I'm not able to access?
There are a couple of boxes that are kind of like stacked up really high on top of other boxes where you'd probably have to get onto like a step ladder to reach them, that kind of thing. Yeah, and you do notice a couple of there's like another small area that's dedicated to the exotic creatures looking to like round their cages, and some of them go to the back of their cages when you walk by. Most of them have like cloth thrown over, but there's definitely like a couple of the people who are loading the boxes, like definitely keeping them either a wide berth or like going a little closer to take a look. But yeah, there are a couple of boxes that are out of your immediate vicinity that you would have to climb to get to, or put a ladder, or pull down from.
Definitely not going to be doing that during if they're not the boxes that we're after. How many of these boxes are flagged for loading?
It's not
Is it like
many.
the majority? Okay.
It's probably maybe a quarter of what's in there.
Okay.
So there's like throughout the day, you and all the other people will probably load maybe 50, 75 boxes onto the ship.
Okay.
But you load probably twice that.
All right. My last question would be, do I see any boxes that resemble the the box that I found the party with, the one that had the other?
Make an investigation if you want to dig through them, or you can just make a perception if you want to do it while you're walking around doing your thing.
Definitely want to be while I'm walking.
Alright, so perception, it's a higher DC than the investigation because you're not actively digging through.
Yeah, but I don't want to get caught. Yeah.
You catch a couple of boxes that seem like a little bit out of place, but you know that, like, you've heard of the White Lotus Company. They deal in a lot of different stuff. Some of it's probably just like spices from a different area or that kind of thing. But there's like a couple of boxes that pique your interest, but there's a couple too many to check right now, and they're not within reach.
Okay.
So there's maybe like 10 or so potential boxes.
All right. Well, I've narrowed it down a little bit, but that's not a huge help.
There are a couple hundred in this, so they've narrowed it down a bit.
Okay. As the day is getting to an end, do I see anybody that might be this mage kind of hanging around?
Yeah, as the day's getting to an end, the sun sets, and maybe about an hour after that, a sort of effectively a student mage comes by, and the person who's in charge of the warehouse is like directing them as they sort of string some wire around the doorways. And there are actually a couple of sort of basically construction workers who have gone, and as the quartermaster foreman, I guess, is pointing out the holes in the roof, they sort of like are hammering some metal mesh over that.
Okay. Do I see the alarm spell being cast?
You do.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, you see the basically the trainee wizard has cast the alarm spell on both doors, the front and back.
Okay. Which are also which I can also see have like places for them to be barred from the interior.
Yes, they both seem to have places that can be barred from the interior. And as you sort of sent out of the warehouse, you do hear that a bar slides across the back door. So
I'd
the
hate to be on night shift at this place.
yeah. But yeah, the front door is locked with a key. But yeah, I'd say at that point your shift ends about an hour and a half after sunset.
Hate to like come back and be like, I think it's a bust, guys, but it's like, there's no way we get in here without a fight, is Billy's opinion at this point. And while I'm not 100% opposed to that, we did already get 1,000 gold. And this could very much hurt people. I'm playing Billy too nice. I should be more carefree.
Recall, I'm playing my guy because that's how he is. But if you guys want to go with him, he's not going to back out because he's ride or die with you. Say,
How's your alignment?
Ooh,
shout.
Everyone.
true neutral.
What do you think?
Evil.
Huh? Obviously, he's not evil.
Seems like a lot of doing to help this person, and it. I really don't want to get run out of one of the only towns that isn't actively hateful of were creatures. I would really like to not go to jail in this place. Even if they're a little bit shady.
And is this Billy? Is everybody talking right now, or is this...
I guess I'll come back and tell everybody about my day.
How was your day?
My fucking back hurts.
Oh no.
Yeah, I wasn't able to find the box. There's maybe 10 that look like the box that you all had, and then there were a couple boxes up high that I wasn't able to get the crystal close to test whether or not they have the thing. And even if I did, there's no telling that it's not just in one of the big boxes and not powerful enough to sense the magic. So we'd still have pretty much the whole thing to search. I could at least point out all the new boxes, but there's still bars on the interior doors. They've fixed the holes in the ceiling. There's somebody who's going to be inside all night who barred both doors and then locked the front door. Is the attendant in the office all night as well? Or are there just 2 guards in there? Okay.
Well, he left before dusk.
So that would still be 2 guards, a magically protected door, a bar on that same door, and then at least one more person inside. Probably 2.
I shout ways, and it's like, as lucrative as this heist would be, I think our opportunity was when we first went in, and unfortunately, we did not have everybody present to take advantage of it. Now, I think the window of opportunity has closed. Unless we want to be just absolutely villainous and start murdering people to get inside, which I am not particularly keen on doing. However, if you really feel desire to do so,
Why don't
I
we...
owe you a life debt, so I'm not against it.
I have a little bit of an idea. The person that our Asmore friend seems to have a problem with is the owner, right?
Yes.
What if we were to make him an offer he couldn't refuse? Perhaps a young mage is coming to look at some artifacts that they'd be willing to purchase before they got onto the open market, and then Shogchella and I lean on him a little bit.
I will be happy to assist, but I am not very good at intimidation.
I'm not either, unless the DM lets me use strength, but
Yeah, I mean, you could.
at least that way we only go after the person that we're really having an issue with. If only one of us was charismatic enough to blackmail him, to pretend that they know what he wants to do with these things, and hold it over him. I kill Maltharn so that we get a bard for the party. That's the next step.
You could always just kill Shout, and I'll become the bard. It's fine too.
Fuck, it's so like unsatisfying, but I feel like I don't think it's a smart idea to go in. Like, even though like it doesn't serve any of our character goals.
It does not.
It only would get us money and help out this Asimar with their
Essentially
goal
get
that
us
is a
fired from
little
the town.
nebulous. Yeah. I think the best option is to try and be like, hey, give us this thing for a lot less than it's worth, and
Oh, fuck you up.
you won't yeah, but that also has a lot of downsides to it. But that's less illegal than breaking and entering and possible murdering. Because the other thing is, what if it turns into a fight and I accidentally kill some dude?
High risk, high reward.
Yeah. I mean, does anyone really feel strongly about doing this? I guess is the question.
I would love to help this. Yes, getting her fucking name. It's pissing me off.
Ira.
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 I want to help Ira with this. However, I have a limitation to what I'm willing to do for a task as simple as retrieving something that she was unable to act upon because somebody beat her to the punch. If it had been stolen from her, I'd be happy to
Right.
defeat Caravan.
Whether it was stolen because she had ordered it, it's like if someone had commissioned something, and then someone else came along and offered more money.
Did she get her money back?
No. She hasn't purchased it yet. You don't know the exact.
There was no
detail.
down payment.
You do not know whether there is a down payment or not, but you know that the majority of the payment that she would have given to this person would go to you if you could find these objects and bring it back to them.
As much as I would like to roleplay Billy as the person that does not care, I think, especially after hanging out with the dock workers the previous night and then working with them all day, she is very reluctant to just barge in and start fucking up these people who she views as innocents' lives.
Yeah, back when they were faceless
got
soldiers, it was fine. But now
Right,
you know
but now I know, but
Separate, but fair.
right, that's the thing. It's like now I look at them and I just see, it's like, oh well, yeah, well, this guy told me that his brother used to work for the guards, and now all right. I have one final question before I cast my final vote. How tough do these guards look? How quickly could I break them over my?
Pretty quickly.
See, now you're getting me back on the train.
Like, you guys reckon? Why don't you make me a retroactive insight check, Billy?
Alrighty, that's another 13. I'm
You're
rolling all
pretty sure you could take all of them.
Okay. Then I
Like-
guess.
It might be tough if any of the local guards came and joined, but as for the guards that are there, if it was just them, you could probably take all of them together.
Yeah.
It would be a little, yeah, it would be extraordinarily easy just to take out 2 of them right by a door.
Uh-huh.
But if all of them that were, at least all of them that were guarding the exterior, were all together, you could probably take them out with relative ease.
Hit him a couple times, let Yoko sleep him.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess then how would we deal with the bar on the door? That's the only thing I don't have a solution for.
Yeah, my plan fails up at
The
getting the
bar is-
bar off from the inside.
So if you could unlock the front door, you could go in through that.
Oh, got it. I was picturing it.
Yeah.
That's why I went so hard. I was like, damn, I don't know how
No,
to get.
the rear door is the one that's barred, but they couldn't bar doors because they would have
Oh,
to
I
do
see.
that.
That was why I asked. Oh, there's
I thought
somebody
the
that
inside
stays in
guards
all night.
were
Yeah.
barring themselves in on
Yeah.
both sides.
That was why I was like, oh fuck, I would hate to be on night shift. That's like 10 hours inside of the warehouse. It would
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that makes more sense.
The doors are locked, and you're pretty sure there is one guard in there, but they're probably moving throughout the various rooms, so they could potentially be avoided or knocked unconscious.
Okay, so pick the lock to the front door. That'll open, and then there's just one in there?
There are 2 guards on each door. There's the one
Inside.
who's patrolling around, and then on the inside there's just one sort of weaker guard who's just wandering around on the inside.
Okay, so there are 4 total guards that we need to deal with in a perfect scenario.
Yeah.
In a perfect, yeah.
We
If
need-
you were able to ignore one of the doors, then yes.
Yes. Spoken like a DM who is suggesting we assault both doors so that the rear guys don't suspect anything.
I mean, I'm just trying not to lie to you.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
How about
How well
You
can we
wanna
disguise
make-
our faces?
take a look?
Yeah,
at
we need to
the-
go buy balaclavas, eh?
Shall I put you on the map so that you guys
Please.
can have a played? There you go. Can you see all that?
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Understandable.
Good, sure. I assume this is the front?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then I will just pop to the bathroom and get a drink while you guys can strategize.
So
Is Josh
while-
back?
Oh.
No, okay.
I think he is. Okay, so while the patrol is at the back, we take out the 2 at the front and, bind them, gag them, whatever. Eventually, the patrol makes it around to the front, sees that something is wrong, and then we jump them,
Mhm.
add the 3rd person to the gagged and bound pile,
Mm-hmm.
dispel magic the door, pick the lock, get in, get that guy somehow, hopefully without him screaming or anything.
I might be able to... No, I don't have that blood curse, never mind. I can be very quick when
If
I'm
you pick
shifted.
the lock quickly, I can also sleep the one inside, and you do just the same thing to them.
Oh,
and then
hopefully one of the exterior guards has a key, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
And,
That's a big maybe.
then after I've done them, I'll start
gag these bird people correctly.
I'll start
Yeah.
doing the patrol while the 3 of you look around.
You have disguise self, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll just
Alright, I
look
mean-
like whoever this is.
Let's fucking do it, Let's do a heist.
And we'll wear
Yeah.
balaclavas, so
Yes.
they're equivalent, so if we fuck up, they probably don't know who we are,
Just,
and we escape into the night.
I'm gonna paint my armor black. Yeah, you guys today while I was working were all out buying costumes.
Yeah, I mean that's something you could do.
All right, fuck it. I guess if this is the plan, then Malthorn should definitely be with us because we're just doing a quick
Oh,
fast attack.
Pulling the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Smash and grab.
Yeah. So plan is we will wait. We will find a vantage point where we can watch. We wait till this guy is nearly
back.
at the back. We
Yeah.
are gonna go with these guys first. Yeah.
Like his control route is like around the building.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that way. Okay.
Um,
After
Yeah.
having watched them patrol for more than a day, how long does it take them to do a round?
Well, let me fucking look at it. It's like
Like a couple minutes?
Right, because he's not running his speed.
No.
Yeah.
maybe 2 minutes, minute and a half.
Yeah, that's plenty.
Plenty of time. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. That means you're with us then, Dwarf Man.
I heard everything. I'm down for it.
Okay. Good shit.
Yep. We get disguises, just like, dark clothing, hoods, masks. Just real bandit outfit.
Yeah.
Get my undead griffin ready.
Shog
What?
is gonna buy.
Please don't. Please do not.
Several,
What, you don't want an undead
several
griffin to do
coils
that?
of rope.
I mean, I don't want to, put words in your mouth, but you could just have it wait under the water.
Yeah,
Was it undead?
pretty much.
The town guard are searching for a group with an undead griffin.
They
Very
saw it in the middle of the night.
identifiable.
How can they confirm it was undead?
Yeah, from a distance in the dark.
My
Looks like an
distance.
old.
Sorry.
Yeah, they'll see our
Can we-
undead griffin in here.
can
Ah,
we
that's
get-
not
can
the
we get
alive.
How
Can
the
I?
fuck are they gonna see it?
I would like to find some sort of horse costume.
Like a
Like-
costume where you guys can be like one end of a horse each, or
Like that exactly, but I'm gonna put both ends on the griffin.
Jesus.
so you'd make it a Pegasus?
I just want it to be as unidentifiable as possible. It's gonna be wet coming out of the water. I want a bunch of weird shapes flapping around in the wind as it's flying.
Alright, sure. Make an investigation check for a horse costume.
I get advantage because of my history handling disguised horses.
Sure, why not?
No, I'm just. Oh hey!
I'll help you. Oh, you don't need it.
Oh!
You've lived in Varenmore for like maybe a couple months at a time before, and there has been like, what's it? I'm trying to remember. I need to look at the calendar, but it's like Spirit Vale or something. That's the equivalent of Halloween. You've definitely like been a half of a horse on Halloween at one point. Yeah, you're able. You know a guy who does good costumes, and you go just one for, let's say, it's like a really good quality costume. Let's say 5 gold.
Bump it up. I'll pay 2 gold. I need 1 gold from everybody.
Sure.
Shog gives him a gold. Shog is gonna go get 4 more bundles of rope, so he has 300 feet of rope.
Smart.
He has 1 bundle of rope already. He also gets several more bandages for first aid, as well as to make gags.
Can we bribe this shopkeep that we're buying all of our robbing gear from?
No, we buy it in different places.
Oh right, we go to 6 different places and all
Yeah,
buy
yeah.
different shit. Okay.
Like,
thank
someone
God.
buys a lot of ropes, someone buys a lot of gags, you buy a horse costume.
Bondage party.
Okay. All right. We do it. we arrive.
Alrighty. So you're like maybe one block away, one alleyway away from this building, and sunset. What? Maybe a couple of hours ago.
Probably at this point.
Yeah. So most people have vacated the docks. There's like maybe a couple of folks who are night fishing, but there's no one of note that is close to the building. The guards. There's probably a lighthouse keeper in the lighthouse. Maybe a couple of people sleeping on this ship, but it's not. If you're relatively quiet, you should be up there.
Group stealth check.
Yeah, as you guys are Approaching
Shaug is going to cast pass without a trace on everybody. We
north
approach.
of
26.
29.
29. Very sexy.
Amazing.
Come on, dwarf man. Believe. Yeah, 34. Yeah.
All right, yeah. You
Close
guys,
to 21. Fuck yeah.
you guys have lots of more issues sort of going up to the building, and like on this day you can sort of come along just here at this side of the alleyway as you catch this guy just sort of turning the corner going south. So
Shaug is going to
yeah.
wait, and he's like, I'm going to focus on taking them down really low so that we can put them to sleep easily, but not kill them.
I apologize for the lack of map to the left of the building. but
Okay, it's okay. We're assuming they're
We work with
further,
it. We
further
got theater
left
in
over
mind.
here.
Yeah.
We'll
Should
use
we
our
just
imagination.
should we just toss down?
just like Irish.
We run. We run at them. We're running. I'm running.
What, screaming?
No, very quietly. Rags around our feet and
A
and
silent
whatnot.
run.
Here, I'll go here. You guys.
Oh, I have
stick
no
up.
health.
Oh, Yoko, your health.
I drank it all. Thank you.
Where'd it go?
Fucking Maltharn.
Billy, since you were able to
I'm not a,
generate
I'm
temporary
not a
HP,
sippy juice.
No, but you are a snack.
the Shaug
No.
gives the temporary HP treats to
Yep.
Maltharn, Yoko, and himself.
Sick.
Okay.
Bonus 3.
The +3 temporary hit points.
I didn't want one anyway.
I nibble
Well,
on
you're
my
able to
biscuit.
generate with your abilities.
Yeah, no, yeah.
She's just
So
feeling
I
left
give
out
you
without
one.
her dog treat, bro.
Give it to you. Otherwise,
No, I am fine. I am fine. You don't
Okay.
want
I'm
it.
not getting my Snoopy
Okay.
snack.
Sorry.
Where's my
Sorry,
Snoopy
man.
snack, bro?
All right. So, as you guys are approaching, do you just immediately rush them, or what's happening?
Yeah, as soon as the wandering guard gets at least 60 feet down, like a third of the way, we just come out of the alley and rush them.
All right. You can't see him.
Stealthy, yeah.
It's disappear basically. You can no
Yeah.
longer hear them over
Perfect.
this rushing of waves. So yeah, I will real quick. I will have you guys roll initiative just because maybe they survived the first round,
No.
but probably not.
God damn it.
You guys,
11. Nothing.
they are surprised.
Yeah,
surprised.
Not because
Did
of
you
their
wanna
shit.
And did Yoko want to hold her action until we did all their attacks to reduce her health?
No, I can
do what
just
she wants. Yeah.
I can just hold my spell.
Yeah.
So going first, I will cast Sleep and hold it for after all of my friends have got their licks in.
What level?
Good question. Oh my god. I'll do it at second. I don't use that for all that stuff.
All right.
Oh, does anybody not have dark vision?
Shaug has dark vision.
I have dark vision.
I'm a
You
dwarf.
all do? Yeah, okay, so just me. I cast
The-
dark vision
the-
myself.
Holding lanterns, so you can't see them. It's just your personal area may not be lit up.
Well, just to make life easier for me in this nighttime raid, I dark
Yeah.
vision myself. And I am holding sleep at second level.
Alrighty, got it. So,
Okay, since he is a bush specialist, where's that? Ah. He gets 3 attacks during his first turn. And he's also able to move 10 feet more faster. Here, so going to move quietly to here, See here, that's 50 feet. 40.
I say you probably would have to move along the outside of the pillars.
Okay,
so-
yeah, that's right. Yeah, so because that's
Yeah,
that's 10.
like darting between the shadows.
15.
So
5. So he can move there. Oh wait, he's got a different vantage point, so they're not sure where the attacks are coming from. He's gonna lean around the pillar. He's gonna line up, put his back up against the pillar. He's gonna put 3 arrows. He's got 2 arrows figures, and he's got the first arrow in the bow. He's gonna line up a shot, pull up, stretch it out, lean over the side. So his profile's hidden. He's gonna fire his first shot, takes the second arrow, fires the arrows into each dwarf to hurt them as much as possible, but not kill them. So stack.
I know what you mean, but hurt them as much as possible is not our goal.
No, he's trying to bring them.
No,
low,
I
so-
know. I'm.
Fucking kneecap him.
No, that kneecapping's bad. 'Cause they make their living on it. So he's actually hit him in like the torso,
Ribs.
but not in the place the vitals. Yeah, not in the vitals.
Classic shoulder wound that all action heroes get.
Yeah.
He's also going to use Hunter's Mark.
Oof.
Leave him alone.
He's gonna die.
Rip. Hunter's Mark have any what components?
Purple.
Alright, so can you just make me a real quick I guess stealth check to do that quietly?
Yeah.
So like whisper it under your breath without them noticing because you are relatively close to them.
Sleep also has components.
So it's a 16 because he still has with a trace up.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, Yoko, you aren't actually casting the spell yet. You're holding it and you're about to cast it.
Sure.
So also, you can't see in here. I just have it representative.
Yeah.
But yeah, show. Yeah, that is enough. So you can cast it. Which guard? Left or right?
No, well, he cast it on. Guard.
All right. Right. And
So he's gonna make his first attack. 19 to hit.
yeah, definitely hits this guy. He's wearing pretty simple armor. And sort of thunks into his shoulder and he's like, lets out a little bit of a grunt.
That's 9 points of piercing damage. It's 5
Alright.
from the Hunter's Mark.
Alright, so that
So
is
14 points of piercing damage, basically.
he's pretty much immediately bloodied.
Okay.
Oh my. He's very close to bloodied.
Okay. He takes the second shot on that same guy, right in the. So he basically hits him in the torso. The second shot hits him the other side of the torso. 17 to hit. Hits.
Yes. Alright, and
11 points of piercing damage.
why do you get it twice?
So the first one is for the +2, and the other one's for the Hunter's Mark. +2 when the bow has a +2 bonus to damage when it's got Hunter's Mark on him.
Oh, yeah.
Magic bow.
That is 11. This guy's looking real rough.
And the
As usual.
third arrow is going to go into the second guy. But
Got
that
it.
one will not have the Hunter's Mark damage, but it does have the bonus because he has Hunter's Mark up on somebody, right? Does that only mean it's on target?
No,
It's only
just
on the
the target.
target.
Yeah, then he's turning up all that stuff, so it's just regular Hunter's bow.
But you get that D8 because this is your extra attack for Dread and Pusher.
I forgot about that is extra damage. I didn't realize that.
Only on the extra
Oh,
attack that you
Yeah,
get.
okay, cool, cool.
Hey, why are we all here? The ranger is doing the ranger things.
Yeah.
Like, we don't even need to be here.
That hits.
So then I have to roll the D manually.
God damn.
15 points.
Thunk,
of
thunk,
damage.
thunk, 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 thunk.
So 14.
14 points piercing. Thunk, thunk, thunk. Like,
You just kinda- Just a little bit of a spray. 2 hits the first guy, 1 hits the second guy, and they both sort of let out.
There's no silence from shouting as this happens. There's just you quietly just hear just some quiet work, and then he just.
No.
That's it for me.
Alrighty.
And of
Meltdown.
course, they know where he is now because he just gave the position away.
Well, quiet as I can with a Zephyr Strike bonus action.
This guy's looking pretty dead. This guy's looking pretty rough.
Not dead, hopefully.
You're not-
Rushing in there full
he's like
speed.
on death's door.
Mhm.
And first boy on the left side.
Got it.
Trying to
That's
hit
out. Not Maltharm's left, right?
him.
Just to clarify.
this
yes.
Stage left.
stage left.
Yes. Make your attack as you dash in there, just a blur of wind and shadow. Yeah, definitely.
And
The
now,
music has stopped.
well, it's, you know, the silent scene where everything happens real fast, but then we'll crack off with the music.
Hmm.
But non-lethal, just in case.
Oh. Yep. So 6.
6 total. We're trying to hold back and not straight up kill these boys.
Just like sort of slash across his chest.
And we'll put the offhand one into the other boy who looks pretty hurt. Try and
He's really rough.
yeah, we're gonna non-lethal that and try and knock him out.
All right.
I don't know if that hit.
And that's it.
All right,
These guys they're not well equipped.
alrighty, definitely non-lethal.
All right.
Oh, ignore the 7 force. It'd just be 2.
All right. So you slash sort of him across the shoulder and neck.
Okay. Throw them off
Well,
balance.
you say he just turns the blade and hits him with the pommel, right?
Turning and and he's like holding onto one of the arrows that is in it. He's like holding his chest where you struck him.
Yep. As I shuffle a little bit to the side, that is me.
Billy.
You said there is a fence around this area? How tall is that?
No, sorry. That was the guy's house.
Gotcha. Okay, then I can just go this way then, right?
Yeah.
Are they holding any shields or anything? What kind of weapons do they have?
They have maces, and they also have heavy crossbows that are at their side, but they're not currently holding. They have their maces that they were resting over their shoulders, and then they've just like brought them up now as this combat has started.
Okay. I'm going to try and grapple this guy.
All
as
right.
my first attack.
Make your
Busted
roll.
athletics. 24.
Alrighty.
Beat that, little man.
He is going to try and wrench himself away from you, but fucking sucks at it. He's very surprised, very injured, and you sort of like grab onto him and slightly sink your a little bit natural claws in.
Yeah, I'm
and-
shifted, so they're definitely bigger than.
Yeah, and he just sort of winces and looks like he's kind of about to shout out. But you have grabbed onto him and hold him in place.
Yeah, can I use my second attack to essentially forgo like hitting him with my weapon and just squeeze him and trying to silence him? I'm willing to sacrifice.
and around his mouth?
Yeah, just I just want to I don't want to hit him with my hammer because even though I not do the big thunderous thing, I'm worried about accidentally killing him with it just because it's big.
Yeah.
So I would essentially just like to grab this guy and do as much as I can to stop him from doing anything, knowing that Yoko is prepping to cast this spell.
All right. Why don't you make another athletics check?
Okay. 25, even better.
Yeah. You have restrained him and clamped your hand over his mouth.
Can I squeeze him a little bit? Crush him just a little bit. D6. Damage die D6. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay. That would be 3, and if you want to include my strength, that's 5.
I'll just say the 3 for now because you didn't make an attack or anything.
Totally fair. I will say I'm like here holding him as tight as I can. That'll be me. Just trying to stop this guy from saying or doing anything.
He cannot speak. And at this point, Yoko, your turn.
Yep.
Sleep on.
Sleep.
Nice. Very sexy.
All right. Assuming you are targeting just these two guys, catching them in the corner.
Nah,
It
it's
does
gonna have
So
to
he's
hit
gonna
everyone.
everybody. He's gonna hit everybody, but it's gonna hit the
It
lowest
starts from
people.
lowest,
It's gonna hit
goes
the
to
lowest
highest.
HP first.
Yeah, I
Alright.
assume they have the lowest HP.
So collectively, they have 14 hit points.
So they
Okay.
will both go down, and then
I don't
none
think
of us
anybody
have
has
21 hit points.
I think we're all okay. Malthar, how squishy is
I'm not
the
that squishy.
boy? Okay.
Alright.
You just went down so much, it's hard to tell.
I mean,
All right. You're already holding this guy, Billy, but I'm going to say, Mal, can you make me a real quick just athletics check to catch this guy as he falls?
can I? Yeah, I'll do it.
Come on, buddy. Yes! Yes!
And you lay him to the ground so that his chain doesn't clank. And his weapon doesn't a bitty bong noise as it hits the ground. You prevent significant noise from happening. And I'm going to say, just immediately after that, what are you guys doing?
Bondage.
Yeah,
Need
tie
to
him up and
Alright.
and get ready for this other guy to come around the corner.
All right. I will have, as you guys are doing that, make me another stealth check.
Still have-
Still,
that's what I would say.
yes.
Stealth check each, and then whoever is doing the binding, survive.
21, 35, 18, and 15, and 25. Lowest of an 18.
All right. Yeah. You're not hearing any panic happening. So
Okay,
who's
good.
doing? So Chalk, you got the 8. The ropes are a little loose. Hopefully they'll hold.
Can I be giving advantage for that one because that was the one that I was holding?
You said you were waiting for the other guy to come around the corner.
Okay, well, I can help Chowk then.
Roll it again.
Yeah.
It's already been rolled this time, but you can roll for the other guy.
Yeah,
Whose time? Shalga, you?
Malthorn was doing that one.
yeah,
You
I got a
14.
14 on that one.
All right.
Long time.
Yeah. So if you guys want to, you can spend some additional time trying to fasten the ropes better. But you know, that may take longer than you have before this guy comes around the corner.
Can I
mean-
whisper? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there's nothing else to do until he comes around the corner, so...
I'll say
Really,
Shag
like,
in position with me.
Shout is like, pushing for keys. And he's gonna go over to Billy.
Yeah.
Just gonna
You go,
retrieve his arrows.
go over here. I'm listening as hard as I can. If you want that, so I can warn people when he's gonna come around the corner.
Shout able to retrieve all 3 of his arrows.
No. That's half rounded down.
Helping Yoko search for the keys real quick.
All right. It looks like these guys do not have keys.
Damn it.
At least immediately on their belts. You can make an investigation check though to search for anything else.
Gonna steal their money. no, I don't care about that.
You're not cool. Not today.
No,
All right.
let's look at the keys. That's it.
All right. So about 30 seconds pass by, and Billy, you hear the clanking of some heavier armor coming around in your direction.
Is this a real tarp that's here?
Yeah, there's like a little tent that's been pitched up. It looks like someone's maybe been collecting donations or something, and they've just left it up. They come back in the morning.
I motion for Malthorn and Yoko to throw it over the bodies and then get behind the pillars. And I say, there's someone coming.
Fuck, it's a bit late for that.
Alright, then fuck it.
And like, yeah, we want to jump this guy. It doesn't matter if he sees stuff.
I guess I'm trying to stop a startled exclamation of, oh!
Okay, well, let's jump him before he can do that.
Fair.
All right. Just let me know when.
Now.
Yeah, right here. I grapple him. I go to grab him.
Steps around the corner. Yeah. Do y'all thing.
No, Shag.
Shag,
Stay behind them. Yeah.
Just to
Shag,
roll
let's
initiative or something?
Should we
You-
reroll?
You're in. I'll leave it in the same initiative just for simplicity's sake.
Cool.
Okay, so then it's Yoko first as he comes around the corner.
Okay, I hold sleep at 3rd level for after my friends have gotten their licks in.
It doesn't require concentration, does it?
Oh.
It just lasts for a minute.
Somebody else
If you're
takes
holding
away
a
the
spell
big
though, and you
damage.
get hit by someone, you would have to make a con check or lose the spell.
Yeah, I am concentrating on holding this spell. That's
Yeah.
it.
Got it. So this guy turns the corner and sort of notices that something's up and begins drawing his weapon. Do your thing, guys.
Okay. I mean,
That is Shroud.
So does this get treated as like new combat since the end of that previous
Still the same
encounter?
room.
Okay, so I don't get my dread ambusher. Got it. Since the other guy was incapacitated, can I move my marker to him since he's incapacitated, or is he still? Do I still keep on that guy? Huh?
Can you display Unsmart for me so that I can read it?
He needs to
Recast
get 0 hit points, not unconscious.
Okay, then I'll recast it.
well, he is at
Alright.
0. Oh no, he's asleep.
Then
No,
unconscious.
sleep is a.
I
Yeah.
will
Right.
recast it.
Whoops.
Alright.
He
Recast.
casts it again. So that guy is now marked with my hunter's mark.
Alright. Alright. Do your thing.
This thing lines up a shot. Fires first.
Oh boy!
Oh, straight in the chest.
Did the crit? No, it did not. I gotta fix this calculator for it. So that's the crit for the hunter's mark. It's the crit for the longbow damage bonus. I think it's just a +2 bonus.
+2, it's not.
Yeah. So
How much is that? That is
8. So 12 plus 15. 15, 17, 21 for the first hit.
alright. Strikes him straight in the chest. He stumbles back about a foot.
All right, second shot. I think that that misses.
The
And
two L's.
fire in the alleyway.
And Xiao Xiao is going. I can't remember. Do we do flanking bonus, flanking advantage for this? I can't remember.
You guys decided that we did, so yes.
You said, I'm sorry, yes or no?
Yes.
So, okay, cool. Xiao moves up behind him. Ability advantage
Cool.
on her attack rolls.
I recall. Alright, got it.
You are fully off the map.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Are these
Oh,
people surprised?
I mean, the people are unconscious, and the one guy seems surprised. Yes.
The surprised condition.
Yeah.
Surprised condition gives advantage inherently
I
on
don't
attack rolls.
think so. I think that's unseen attacker. I think you just can't take action. You can't take an action. You can't do stuff on your first turn in combat.
They dumb down surprise stuff with 5e.
Oh, did they?
unfortunately.
Yeah, it's different.
I think it's
It
okay,
has to
5.
do with your dex check versus their passive wisdom.
To be fair, you should have been getting advantage on your first attacks, but you critted on your first attack anyway, so it hardly matters.
Alright, disregard.
Yeah. Or rather, sorry, the first person to attack, I guess. So you're rushing up to him, and that is.
Yeah, I'm moving close. I'm moving behind the guy to give Billy advantage, but if I move
Yeah.
behind to the left side of me, I fall off the map. So
All right. So, Malthar, on your turn.
Another Zephyr Strike as we zip up to this man at breakneck dwarf speed.
I guess I'll be on the opposite side for the war first.
And we will. Short sword.
Yeah, definitely hits.
Non-lethal just in case.
Yeah. Slash. Oops.
And then. 2 main attacks. Just forget. Second main attack, no, but then finally. Yep, that would be it. What was that? Zephyr Strike.
Alrighty. Unfortunately, that first one without advantage does not hit, as it sort of scrapes across his armor.
You don't get advantage because of shot?
I have advantage because the Zephyr Strike gives me on my first attack.
No, I'm saying on the second one.
Second
For
one?
your 11. You should, because
With
you're
Shog.
across from Shog. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize he actually moved me.
Yeah.
You're re-rolling.
It's just easier than fucking with outside of the
Nope.
boxy. Ah! You should add those together. That's an 18 there.
Yeah.
And then I'll move into position for Billy advantage.
Alright.
Now, does your prepared action go off now, Yoko, or after me?
What was
After
your
you? After all my friends get their licks in, because I assume he's
He
surprised.
ceases to be surprised at the end of his turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it is your turn.
Okay. This guy who looks a little bit more tough, I'm gonna just try and bonk him over the head with my hammer. There's a rag tied around it, so it'll be a little quieter, but my big goal is to not hit his armor with my hammer. So if Maltharn is over here on the other side, I will have advantage for both of these. I'm gonna put my shield down, and I'm just gonna swing for the fences.
Go ahead.
23
Hits.
for minimum damage, 7 bludgeoning.
Cracks across.
And a second swing, 24.
Believe it or not, one more than what hit.
For 1 more damage.
There you go. Whack, whack. This guy's looking pretty rough. Like, you've definitely given him a concussion.
I will preemptively, as my bonus action, step as close to him as I can without exiting my square and put my arms out.
Hug.
Like, just like preparing to catch him.
Got
Alright.
it.
Cast sleep at 3rd level.
Alright. Roll me that dead. Roll me that dead dice.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that would have got him
42.
if we hadn't even touched him, I
Yeah.
bet.
Give it hit points.
Oh!
Well, 11 hit points left. So yeah, you definitely down him, and I believe you guys have enough to not worry about the rest of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. Shao does get a little drowsy. Shakes it off.
Yoko, your hit points are how much? Oh, you-
44.
Okay, you're fine then. You got more than two. Okay.
He has more than Shout Shout.
Do
Shout
I?
Shout's 30.
Oh, heck.
Yeah.
Multi-class
Alright.
issues.
Alright. So. Yeah,
Bind and gag.
yeah, he drops, and
Yeah.
you were ready to do it there, so go ahead and your athletics check to catch him.
Oh,
That is enough because you
Okay.
were prepared. So you catch him, and there's like a slight bit of clanking, but you manage to grab him.
Both me and Shout go for the legs, carry him over.
Yeah. Real quick, I'm gonna have you guys all make stealth checks as one of these guys comes and pokes his head around the corner.
Oh, shit.
literally as we're dragging him away. Yeah. 27, 19.
Do you need one from me? I'm far around the corner.
Real quick, no, Yoko, you're fine. Real quick, the pass without a trace, that's concentration, right?
No.
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 No,
And
it's
it-
just-
and it only lasts for an hour.
But we
Okay.
have to be close to Shug Chell for it to work. It radiates
Yeah.
from him.
Alright, so you can drag him back this way, and shout, move yourself there.
You quickly envelop him in the pass without trace so that his armor doesn't clatter across the floor.
Quick, pick this door and we'll get the one inside. I cast Dispel Magic on the door.
This guy sort of picks up the sort of broken arrow. It's like fucking glittering.
Fucking
Yeah, go.
degens from up country.
Am I able to
Me.
retrieve the one arrow that I put into the guy?
How long?
Fire 2, so I get to recover 1, right?
You fired 2, but you aren't attempting to recover the second one.
Well, just fire the one. Yeah, the one I fired the guy. So just get 1 back, right?
It's typically rounds down, but I'll allow you to high or low this one.
I'll roll. I'll go low for this time.
All right. Roll.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah, you do get the back.
But while the guy is asleep, after he's already bound up, he's got a gag in his mouth. Chow carefully puts thrustings around the wound and he pushes the arrow through. Pushes the arrow through.
Be a medicine chair. Look.
Let's not take time with that right now.
Yeah.
Too late.
And thankfully you do it carefully enough that it doesn't do any damage to him. It's
Good.
all-
Probably wakes
Away.
his ass up too.
Alright, the magic is dispelled. All three are tied, bound, and gagged. I kneel down to start to pick the door.
Yeah, can I get a real quick survival check for whoever's binding the
Melthorn
sorry.
did a 23.
23.
Okay, got it. Alright, yeah.
These
Down.
tools.
Yeah, you manage to. It takes a second, but you do manage to pick the lock. Probably about maybe 30 seconds, 40 seconds before you finally manage to click it open.
Okay, I will hold the door, like I open the door as quietly as I can and I hold it like just an inch from being closed so that like if you look at it, it would look closed, and I look to everybody waiting for them to get ready behind me. I'm gonna shift and run in as fast as I can.
Just
Going to
nod.
sleep whoever's in there. Actually, can I see them from here?
You cannot. It's not fully open. It's just a creak open.
Oh, okay. Sure.
And it's not. But yeah,
Maybe don't wait for us this time because he's gonna be across the room.
all right.
Your call.
So why don't you guys roll? Someone roll high or low for me for where this guy is in the room once you burst in.
Can I wait? Can I listen in the room and wait?
We can't
until he's
wait.
listening to the door?
I need to get on the
Oh.
patrol. We can't wait.
Okay. Okay. Then I
Is
will
it?
roll. High. It's always high. Fuck my
It's never
ass. Fuck my ass. Hard.
He's actually on the other side,
Fuck.
and
Okay.
one level.
What level?
Let me find where I put. Yeah. I will map this. It's going to take me a second to fucking.
Oh, I see.
Huh?
There's
Give me a
more.
second. So there's.
Also,
Give me
It's
a
like
second.
a U-shaped second floor.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, these bits are stairs.
Yeah. That.
I would definitely have a Zephyr Strike prepped and ready since it lasts a minute.
Oh, he's
Okay.
near the other level. Got it.
So he's up here.
Jeez. Well-
And I can remove and move the level as is required.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't have line of sight on the door, at least.
Yeah.
That's our big thing. So we cover as much distance as we can on this side, I guess.
I'll move the object to the DM layer for now.
Okay.
Move the-
I don't see him. You three can take care of it, right?
I think I hear him upstairs.
Okay,
Yeah, we'll
good to go
we'll
without
get
me?
after it.
Quick and quiet.
Yeah, unless you know how to make people be silent. Let's go.
Okay. I am going to disguise myself as this guy and take his weapons and stuff and pretend
Alright.
they are my own.
Okay, then the three of us are gonna move together as quietly as we can to try and get to the stairs over here.
Push quietly and find them.
Yeah.
Alright, so stealth for you folks moving that a ways. And your core, which way are you moving?
The patrol was clockwise.
Mhm.
Yeah, so to make up for lost time, I'm gonna sort of hurry along, get to this point, and then start walking casually.
Alright, got it. Yeah, as you sort of walk, as you continue walking, we'll go with Billy first. As you enter, what do you want to do?
I want to move as quietly as I can along the wall, hearing the quiet footsteps above me so that I'm not able to be seen from the second level. I have a little bit of knowledge of the interior space, so I have dark vision, but even in that, I can still very easily tell where to go and where not to go since I was here earlier. And I would want Maltharn and Shag behind me.
Okay, so half speed.
Okay. So I'm gonna shift at the door. So my speed becomes 50. I have to find the.
Is it 50?
Is
Is
that
it not
the, maybe I might be thinking of something different actually.
Are you a long stride shifter?
No, yeah, that's shift. No, I'm not talking about shifting. I'm talking about the lycanthropy, but I think I don't get that till later level actually. So I'm not gonna do that. So I can move 15 feet from the door, so I'll go 10, 15, like
And
skating
dash
around.
if you want another 15 feet, or you can try and investigate one of those boxes.
I would like to deal with the guy first, so I'm going to continue 15 feet this way, staying under this level. And the level comes out here, 15 feet, right?
Effectively, yeah, it's just like a smidge lower. Let me basically draw it out on the map for you. These pillars are effectively where it is.
Okay, perfect.
This line is exactly the border.
Perfect. Thank you. That'll be me.
Alrighty, got it. These guys are just kind of struggling.
Don't move too fast, Yoko.
This second thug, again, they're no longer slept, I believe, because they because that spell ended because it lasts
Oh,
a
for
minute.
a minute, boss.
And this guy, Malthan, you notice that he's got a hand free and is starting to unbind himself.
I'm gonna full knock him out.
All right,
Well,
We
non-lethal
gotta
pommel
wait.
to the back of the head.
and that can happen when it comes around to your turn.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got a hand free and is beginning to free himself. And you notice that because high passive. Your call. As you move onward, why don't you move your? Let's just skip to you being around the corner for this.
Oh God, or not.
So just like
Oh,
here.
Lord.
I appear.
And
Do
as
these
you
guys look
approach,
concerned at all?
make an insight check, but it's not.
Oh.
They don't seem immediately obvious.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right, they seem fine. If a little bit weirded out. As you approach, I need you to make a deception check with advantage.
Of course.
Advantage because disguise. All right. Thankfully, they are tired enough and not paying enough attention to realize that you are not making the clanking noise that armor normally makes when you walk in it.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
And
ahead.
you're able to continue on your way, but we'll leave you there for now.
Yeah, I just skip them my clients.
So, on-
and then
yeah.
That's it.
On this pass, you seem fine.
All right.
Shaug. Good. What do you want to do?
We're on an upper floor, or we're on the ground floor.
No,
right
we're
now?
on the ground floor. We're moving along the wall quietly
he's
at half
gonna
speed.
He's going to stick with everyone else so they get the benefit of the aura.
All right, got it.
And actually,
And
let me take a look at see how big the aura is.
I believe it's 30 feet.
I will grab a stealth as you move on.
Yeah, I'll put an aura around myself real quick. He's gonna move over to here. There we go. Get the coverage that way.
No,
He hides
no,
there.
that moves out from under the thing. This
Oh, okay.
this side, yeah. No more than
Stay-
15 feet away from this wall.
Or, he's gonna stay where he's got cover, so he's gonna move over here. Yeah. And stealth check. $17.
Alrighty.
Then Maltharn kills a man. He quadruple crits on his head knock and breaks
So
his
you
skull.
definitely have advantage because he is prone and restrained.
Yeah, non-lethal, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, it does fit.
Oh, thank God.
God,
Oh my God, these rules
what's
are
up with you tonight?
atrocious. Listen, I did work with the earlier rolls on fucking shit.
Is it Zephyr Strike or not?
Yeah, no, I would release that. I would be too concerned about it popping his head.
Alright, so you swing down and like bonk him over the head, and he's almost unconscious, but he's still holding together a bit.
Alright, second swing.
Alright.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Whack, 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 whack.
I'm gonna say because you crit, he is starting to bleed to death, but he is
What?
unconscious.
What? Oh.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, but it's a critically good hit. Why would he do worse? Why would he do less than he intended with the best possible outcome?
No, fair. But he's unconscious,
Alright, good.
definitely.
I'll keep an eye on this second boy and just kind of look back to Billy, like, oh,
He's pretty badly wounded, but he's not dying.
He's not trying to stab me. He just popped him in the back of the head with a palm like that. Or just punched him in the head.
You're so good.
Accidental.
All right.
Or he has a concussion.
You might be a little stupider in the morning.
Yeah, no,
Hey,
nothing
brain
his mama
damage.
won't miss.
You want to
That's
go
your
home
brain
and rethink
damage.
your life.
Eh,
I want to go
Alright.
home and rethink my life.
That you too?
yeah, I'm making sure that these guys both behave.
All right, got it. This guy is not awake yet. The guy upstairs is moving around. He moves down and then steps down the stairs. And is just gonna take a look around.
Crosses my
So-
fingers in 27.
Yeah, I cast with his eyes over you and seem to notice. Just holding up a lantern. Your turn, Billy.
It's just too far away. Man, I wish I was a different kind of shifter at this moment. I would like to continue to sneak towards him as best I can. How tall is this pile here?
That one is probably only about 5 feet. So you can get behind it if you're low. Very low. This one's a bit taller. This one basically goes up past, like a little bit past the actual balcony area. And these ones in the corner all the way up to the balcony area.
I'll keep trying to be as stealthy as possible. Rather than dash this time, I'm gonna move along here and get down onto my belly, behind this pile here, and I'm going to prepare an action if he comes within my range to attempt to grapple him.
Alrighty,
I'm
got
gonna
it.
try and do that same thing that I did before, and I'll look at Shag and point towards this tall one that he can kind of peek and poke out from, that provides a lot of cover from the southern half of the room. That'll be me.
Got it. This other guy, you sort of see him struggle there in front of you, Malcolm. He manages to break out a hand.
Just silently
so-
rolling my eyes to myself like, fucking got it. Both of them?
Conscious. Yoko, it's your turn. So as you sort of pass these guys by, feel free to wander on.
I will take my time. Only going like maybe 15 feet on my patrol.
All right. As you sort of begin to get closer, they one of them sort of holds up the broken arrow. Hey, boss, you didn't see anything on the other side, did you?
I'll look disinterested and shrug.
Make a deception check at advantage.
Okay.
I don't know. Probably just some fucking dock workers dropping some products. Alright,
I'll sort of nod to myself and keep walking.
alright, ciao.
He moves over to. You said this position right here, or right here.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's the tallest one. I think it'll give you the most cover because you're the biggest. And
If you were careful, you could potentially climb up it to get to the next level.
What am I doing? Am I holding an action to fire, or?
That's up to you. I'm preparing to try and grab this guy, but I don't know that he's gonna walk near me. So,
I'm gonna create a
do anything.
distraction.
Let's try and wait. I mean, we can't talk, but
Oh, I saw
right now it looks like we might be able to wait for him to come to us.
What I'm thinking is, I take a piece of like something small that's inconsequential that's not gonna break,
I
Just
can't
saying,
I can't answer. Yeah, I mean
No,
you
I
got
know.
you. Yeah.
I'm gonna look around. Do I see like what's a small piece of like merchandise or like a rock or something that's like not breakable?
Make an investigation check.
Sure, my advantage was off.
This place is pretty sparse. The smallest thing you could find is like a box that's maybe 10 inches cube. Wooden. Can't really find anything else that is like that. That is the smallest, most throwable thing you can find in this immediate locale.
He has some pythons.
Yep, you can throw them up.
He's gonna take a python. He's gonna rear it back. He's gonna hurl it with as much intensity as he can over here
Alright,
to make noise. Just make it bounce and clatter around, make a bunch of noise to get the attention of the guard at the wall.
Athletics. See how hard you can throw that dish. Oh, yeah, you throw it, and it's just sort of. Thankfully, you don't hit any metal, you don't hit any rocks. It's just the wood, so it is quiet enough that it could not be heard from outside. And you sort of hear this go, huh?
The little exclamation point, or the little question mark pops up. Snake!
Yeah, it's just a little little question mark above his head. Huh? And it's like he seems to be a little bit more on guard now. And he pulls out what looks like a whistle and sort of puts it between his lips, and then is holding his mace out and is like keeping an eye out and seems to be looking in that direction.
That's it though.
Mouth on.
KO this man. Non-lethal.
Go on. Yep. That's literally, again, he has 1 hit point now.
Oh, alright, second one. Oh no!
You swing down and he rolls out of the way.
Quick! I have a bonus action still.
Yeah, you do manage to swing down and whack him with that last one.
Alright, I wipe the fucking sweat off my brow there, like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Look around, double check, make sure that shit's good.
Yeah, seems fine.
Alright, that's me. Just keep watch.
This guy wakes up. And but he does not manage to strike me.
Praise the 23.
It is this guy's turn. He is sort of looking around. He's got the whistle between his lips, and he is looking around. He's gonna actually put his mace on his belt and then hold out his crossbow.
Perfect.
And have it ready, and is just sort of very cautiously moving around this corner here. And I'm gonna say he does have a lantern that's on his belt, so let me just roll perception for him real quick.
Active perception.
Yeah. And Billy, what was your stealth?
My most recent one was actually I have not made one since I entered the building. My previous one was when we first opened the door, so I can make one for you now.
Yeah, that would be appreciated.
Stealth 24
All
because
right.
I'm still close to Shag.
As you're sort of crouching down next to these boxes, your dark clothing he got seems to come in handy as he sort of passes over you and squints, and then seems to continue passing over as you, at least to him, appear to be just a pile of loose clothing. as he sort of steps forward, and is holding out the crossbow, and then steps forward again, and I'm assuming you make your full attempt.
Prepared action. Is he considered surprised? Or I guess I wouldn't get advantage anyway, because that's not how it works.
Well,
23
you're
to
an
grab.
unseen attacker.
Oh, well,
For
you
the
have
first
advantage.
attack.
You have advantage, so you can roll for crit.
Yeah. 23.
And he
Is a little poopy baby.
he does not manage to prevent, but you basically grab up against him, and looses the crossbow bolt. Basically, as you're jumping on him.
Sure, that's fine.
So it is disadvantage.
I don't have my shield up, but I am still shifted, so my AC is
Yeah,
9.
no, it's just trash. You sort of knock it to the side as you jump on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I will say this is what effectively a. No, it's his turn there, and he's sort of loose the crossbow. I'm going to say you can. I'm going to say you can either grapple him or knock the whistle out of his mouth.
Ooh, definitely the whistle, then.
All right, so you knock the whistle out of his mouth, and then it is your turn.
Okay. Seeing that this guy is a little bit tougher, I'm going to just bare my teeth, and my teeth get larger and larger and sharper, and I shift fully into my hybrid form. And I'm
He
just
looks like
going.
he's about to scream.
Yeah, I'm just going to try and stop him from screaming with my claws.
All right.
Essentially, like, grab him and trying to choke the life out of him, but I make 3 claw attacks.
All right.
11, 27, and 17.
All of them hit.
An 11. Oh, this poor fool.
Yeah.
So that's all bludgeoning. I am trying to be non-lethal, but
So you like grab him around the throat. And
essentially, yeah, I'm
squeeze
like
the air out of it.
choking the life out of this guy. Yeah, as quickly as I
So
can,
that
like
is
hammered to the side.
27.
Yes.
He is barely conscious, but he is still there. As he sort of like pushes your claws off him and stumbles back, grabbing the mace at his belt.
I will just look. I don't. That was my bonus in my action. I'll try and get around. I'm gonna get between him and the other door, and that'll be me.
Alright. Got it. These guys are unconscious. Yoko, it's your turn. You can continue to pass on by.
So loudly.
I don't make a lot of noise.
Fuck.
Alrighty. As you pass on by, you're not in need of doing anything, so your previous deception can stand.
Yep.
Oh,
Shall-
actually, there should be 3 extra damage on that because of Feral Might, plus 1 for
Alright.
each attack. But that's it.
He's still conscious, just.
Shoot!
Shout.
Okay. Shag is going to
Or non-lethally club him, I guess.
run up and see here. He doesn't have his flail with him anymore. He just has his short sword and his fists. So he's going to. He's not trained in. I don't know. Yeah, just unarmed strike. That's gonna miss. Miss. Actually, no, wait, athletics check. And I apologize. I'm gonna roll back the attack rolls and just athletics checks to grapple
Hey.
him in the intent to suppress his voice.
You kind of already made them.
Well, fine. I was trying to.
You did make the roll, unfortunately.
All right.
As you're sort of swinging down on him, but his padded leather seems to absorb your blows. Malthon?
I see this going on. A bonus Zephyr. I'm zipping through real quick. Trying to.
The hero.
Oh, got it. I fucked up the pathing there. Hold on. My bad. Quickly trucking up to him. Non-lethally, of course. So we won't put the Zephyr through on his face. We'll still take that advantage swing.
Got it. Make your swing.
And then
This guy is definitely panicking with, a fucking werewolf there. And he's dodging and ducking out of the way.
oh,
He's in the flight mode of fight or flight.
Yeah.
The dice were not with us this day.
Your turn. This guy is going to. What was the roll to keep him?
23.
What was the tie-up? Far more than he rolled, so you're good. Now it is this guy's turn. He is going to. He's going to shout out, "Help!"
Well,
Yoko, you hear like a muffled voice come from within the warehouse that seems panicked, as do these guys, and they both
I
sort of...
turn and look surprised, because I genuinely am that 3 people could not take that one guy.
I tore him basically in half.
Yeah,
and
The worst
he-
rolls.
disengage and run here, but he's used his action, so he can't do anything else.
Alright, I'm one of the guards. I'm gonna do whatever these guys do.
And this says, "Come on, boss, let's go. We're gonna check that out." And I'll real quick roll initiative for them.
Yeah, they move to go for the front door, don't they?
Presumably, yeah, because the one in front of them is barred.
Yeah. Alright, so I'll just go with them, following behind. Ready
Alright.
to backstab them.
Got it. So, after them, this guy is going to run and dash, so...
He's
I'll-
disengaged.
No,
No.
no.
Dash.
Brown
This-
boy.
Okay.
I'm friendly with them.
Yeah.
dashing. Now it's Billy's turn.
Okay, I growl in the back of my throat and I run and pounce on this guy. Same thing.
Right. He lets out as you swing and knock him the fuck out. Make an athletics check to catch him if you want to, or just do something else.
It doesn't matter at this
At this point, yeah, Billy is going to turn. So that was 10 feet. I'm going to move another 20 feet this way. And I look over to Shugchell and Maltharn with a little bit of just a throaty growl, and I gesture my head towards the front door. I'm gonna use my bonus action to cause my claws to begin to crackle with lightning.
Right. Got it.
That's gonna be me for now. Oh, maybe I should have gone out that other door. And I can do that next turn.
Alright. It would take an action to lift the bar. It's a pretty heavy thing.
An action or an attack action?
You could attack it and maybe break it if you don't.
Okay. Something to consider. Okay, that's me.
But yeah, if you don't want to damage it, it would be an action.
Okay.
See, now
Right.
Billy has just tarnished the werewolf reputation in this region.
I'm sorry?
And this guy is going to.
Just saying.
Right.
What? But by what? What'd I do?
By attacking that man as a werewolf.
I didn't
Yep.
bite him.
No, but like, you are a thief. You have breaked and entered.
These
Sam
guys
is
are
killing
running.
people, though.
Maybe he doesn't know. I'm wearing a balaclava.
Yeah, I
True.
follow along behind. That's all.
All right. Got it.
You sleep him? Wait, it's too far away right now. It's too late. It's too early to do that, yeah. I want to get away yet.
Where is the stuff originally?
Okay.
It's my turn. Let's see. This, was right here.
I'm just going to pop to the bathroom for a second.
Okay.
Actually, before I do that, I will mark a couple of spots on the map where Billy, you can, because you didn't use all of your turn. I'm going to say if you want to, you can either shout out where you think some of the items are, which will, obviously draw a bit more attention, but will reveal where more of the boxes you think are where they are. Or you can just point, and that will reveal only the ones immediately around you that the others could investigate when it comes to their turn.
I'm definitely thinking about these guards, and especially the guards outside that I don't know are more knocked out by Maltharn. So I'm worried about. Billy is not thinking about that right now, unfortunately.
All right, got it. Alrighty, in which case I will go to the bathroom while Shout figures out his turn.
Time to get some water so I can do that hydrant.
Water break.
Simply do what I do and run into the other room and get water during somebody else's turn.
Okay.
So what you doing, Shag? You prepping an action? You're gonna try and get out there and drag that veteran in here? You're gonna get readied? What's happening? Talk to us.
Yeah, I think that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna dash.
Because if you can't get out and back, then it doesn't. Then the thing to do is to prep. But if you can get there and grab, I don't know.
No,
These
he, doesn't
guys
have a
is-
he doesn't have enough movement to get out there and get it back.
Then probably hide over here, maybe. Draw him
Could
in.
climb. Could climb up on top of the second floor.
It's not a terrible idea.
And he has a climb speed that equals his movement speed because he has roving.
Just remember that you can't do non-lethal with ranged attacks.
No, but that's why he would pull his shots to not do.
Yeah,
do
no, that's what I'm
that,
saying. Yeah.
He would aim with the intent that he would attack less.
Alright, I'm back. What are we doing?
Okay, so Shao is gonna take. He has a hit. So he has because of roving. There's a climb speed now too.
Mhm.
So, I mean, he may still need to climb check and to climb up things unstable, but he doesn't have to be worried about half movement. So he's gonna climb up to the second floor.
Yeah. Making an athletics check. Yeah, well, I'd say with advantage given climb speed.
Probably still too low.
As you begin to clamber up, you feel your footing loosen, and I will grab an acrobatics check from you, please. All right. You manage to catch yourself, but you do fall down to the floor. Take any bludgeoning damage, but a couple of boxes do full on
I'll pull
smash
down
him.
around you. Okay.
Yeah. You probably-
He's gonna just double move to take cover here.
Mhm.
And draw his bow out so that he can get shots at people as they come at the door.
I just thought of a great lie for Yoko, and I can't fucking tell her.
You can tell me out of character.
I'll tell you after.
Sure.
Nathan, we there? Josh?
He went to go get water when
boop.
you left, so he'll be gone for 45 minutes.
Oh no.
That's it. Not true, but that is the running joke. Josh's kitchen is actually across the state from him. It's really unfortunate. There are several hills. It's always snowing.
Oh, I'm going to say that we can come back to his turn because it's going to be a second before the thugs get around. So, the guy who is bound
Sucks.
cannot.
We hate him. Yes. He's a stinky boy.
The unconscious guy is unconscious,
Shocking.
and the other two guys are gonna dash 60 feet to get to the corner.
Okay.
Billy,
I am going to run over to here, get into cover behind this stuff here. That's 25. If I were to move my additional.
or you just taking cover?
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna do a little bit of mental gymnastics. Yes, I'm going to get into cover here. I would like to make a stealth check to try and hide. 22.
You feel your armor about to clank, and then there's this weird like someone has stuffed shadows and cloth form between the gaps in your armor, and you hear just the slight, like almost like wind blowing where there would be clamping.
Okay. I'm going to have my claws out and ready to preparing if they get close enough to me to attack, because this entire interior is dark, right? This guy fell and hit this guy to the south. He fell and his lantern isn't like giving light, right?
His lantern is giving light. It's still on him, but it's not lighting up the whole room. It's like it's a dim lantern. It's like maybe lighting up this, and then even like it's
Yeah,
this,
there's plenty of stuff in the way. Okay, good.
right. This to dim. There's plenty of stuff that it's basically complete shadow here.
Perfect. Okay, that's the thing. I just want them to not be able to see Shag or me when they enter, so that they might just walk right up to us. That'll be my turn with that stated as my prepared action.
Got it. The other guy just moves up behind his pal.
Pal mover.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. I didn't move them far enough. They move one more step.
Whoa!
Oh no.
I mean, they are only one step away from getting to the tied up head guy.
Malthorn is also back, so let's resolve that rounds of his turn before Yoko goes.
Stuff has happened, but you can do with him retroactively.
We're taking cover and then around the door.
Yeah. Gonna come scooting over to here. Or actually, before I do that, I'm gonna dump out my, or well, open it up so they can get out, but my bag of holding rats.
What?
Alright. So
Malthorn was XP grinding without us! Oh my god, he has bags of rats!
This time you have opened it. Nothing?
Yeah, I open the bag of rats, see if they leave the bag of holding.
Is it the first time you've opened it?
I would imagine I've probably taken a few things in and out of this bag, so probably like 4th or 5th.
Alright. So in which case you let me just give you just where I put the item here somewhere. Let me look at the item. I think I put it there. Did I?
Possibly.
Bag of holding. Yeah, I've got it in my drive. I'm pretty sure it's like a small chance that a rat comes out. Every time.
Sycamore, a rat.
Magic items. Where are we? Bag of holding rats. Yeah, roll a d20 for me.
8.
You open it, and there are no rats that come out.
Just kind of mutter like, damn it.
Yeah, it's a 5% chance every time you open it after the.
I'm gonna go take
What are you
cover
doing
behind
back
this.
Alright.
I gotta run distractions.
If you want, you could try and entice some of them out, but that's.
I think for final piece of bonus action, ring, I activate the jump spell.
Alright. Got it. Yoko.
I already moved. I'm up next to them.
Ciao.
Going to. He's gonna he's gonna hold an action to aim at the doorway. Arrow down there when he sees somebody going through as hostile.
God.
Will they come through here, right?
Till they come through this. Until they come through this doorway.
Oh, okay.
Now tap. Now is your next turn. I know it's very quick, but you know.
And once he can see people through this, because did we leave this door open or did we close it behind us?
I'm assuming you closed
That's a Malthorn question. He was the last one through the door.
the door when you came back, or did you leave it open?
I would imagine I probably left it open.
Yeah, you were
when-
rushing
whenever
in to
he-
try and
Yeah,
get that
I
guy.
didn't really have time to be like, oh, let me close this door as I bolt at this man at high speeds.
So yeah, Shao is watching the doorway for the next guy to come through. He's gonna put an arrow in him. He's holding action to shoot.
Not time.
Shit. I'm going to. I'm gonna. God damn it. Let's see. That's this much effort.
What are we doing?
Calculating in my head real fucking fast.
Okay.
So that's 55. Gonna bonus action Zephyr Strike. And
The thing that repairs, right? It's not attacking as part of the cast. Yeah.
pretty much. Like I already have jump active. That's just
Yeah.
on me.
That's like smite, right? Zephyr Strike. Because when you cast a smite spell, it
Yeah,
lasts until you.
pretty much it lasts a whole minute.
Yeah.
As long as I maintain the concentration on that, and
Alright.
the jump is from the ring, so that's still good. And that
And it
doesn't
doesn't-
mean, Yeah, that doesn't need it. I'm going to book it out here at breakneck speeds and try and run distraction. Be like, dark shadowy figure running into the fucking alleyway, trying to jump up on the roofs, fucking full running jump, or a rooftop that might be near me.
Okay.
Let's see,
What
at a running start with a full jump spell, I've already got the jump calculator, I'd be able to reach up to a 15.2 foot ledge off the ground, and that would be a full total of 110 feet as I try and be distracting.
Okay. Why don't you give me a performance to be distracted?
Oh, lady. 14.
All right. They definitely are paying attention to you, the guys who are in the alleyway, as you sort of pass your way around.
If I can get to a rooftop, I'll definitely lurch on the rooftop, a little bit of Batman-esque, and get them to look at me kind of shit.
How much movement do you have when you hit the edge of the map left?
So let's see. Initially, when I started, it was back here. I had, that would be 70 feet, and that would be 40 feet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to say you can get up on the roof of a small building on the opposite side of the street.
Alright. And then just shadow on the roof, fucking keep their attention on me.
Silhouetted against them. Yeah. Yeah, and you used your action to dash, right?
Yes, I had to.
This guy is going to go and attempt to escape, but he doesn't. And then this guy is going to run this way, and I'm going to say he is going to notice the tied up guy there. Turn around and see your corpse. I'm going to say he can make an insight check with advantage because, there's two of you.
Uh-huh.
He just turns, looks at you. Wait a fucking minute. Boss! And sort of, that's not our boss. And then rushes to this guy and spends his action to untie him. And, cut his binds and all that.
Okay.
Yeah. Billy. You've heard some shouting out this way.
Okay, I fucking
Odd thing to do right now, but alright.
no, I fucking
Kind of weird.
man, this I really should have taken Blood Curse of the Binding. Oh man, I guess I'm just going to try and protect Yoko. I can't make it to this guy, but I can get here and bare
Behold,
my
werewolf.
bare my teeth. Yeah, essentially. And I'm gonna say there are two ways this goes. We take you down, or you sit down on your own
Yeah, feel free to make
quietly.
action check with advantage using strength because werewolf.
Yeah.
Spooky figure on the roof staring at
21. You don't have to get hurt, but I'd like
Yeah,
to.
definitely looking a little spooked.
Okay. I will prepare an action to attack them non-lethally if they move close to me. That will be my turn.
Alright, got it. That is this other guy's turn. He is going to take a whack at you, Yoko.
Yeah, fair enough.
So that's 13.
Yeah, that hits.
7 bludgeoning,
Okay.
and
Ow.
23 for 6 bludgeoning.
Ow.
So 13. Whack, whack. Yeah, Yoko, it's now your turn.
Okay, that's enough of that. I'll cast Sleep at 2nd level on just this guy in front of me.
Got it. Roll.
27.
He sort of seems dazed for a moment, but then shakes it off and grits his teeth.
Oh shit!
Does that? Are you actually able to target only one person with
No,
it?
I'm like putting it in a corner over here off the map.
Would it still? I'm wondering if it would still get either of these guys because we know this guy's pretty low.
It'd be
No,
a far
I'm not
enough
trying to
range.
hit them. I'm trying to only hit this guy.
Fair, fair.
Alright,
Ain't metagaming.
you have
I'm-
bonus movement.
Yeah, I'm going to run around him. Oh, I managed to actually click off the map. When it's there, he may swing at me.
He does that. But he misses.
Oh, damn.
Damn, that
Right.
was a really good sleep too.
That could be better.
Still almost all above average. Or I guess not. No, those are d8s. Never mind. I don't know what I'm fucking talking about.
You were like a couple of hit points off.
I know the health of thugs.
Yeah.
Feels bad.
What? I had no idea.
Because-
Alright, that's your turn.
Yeah, that's it. And I say, help! to Billy.
I growl.
You see 2 identical looking guys, one who's lying down, just had the ropes cut off, and then one standing up. But one
You
of them
know which one's which.
I know which one's not making clanky sounds.
Yeah. One talks with Yoko's voice, which helps a lot. It's your turn. Yellow.
I'll put the intimidate or just stay. It might be. Honestly, Shag Chow might be safer staying hidden and ready, but that's a metagamey thought.
Yeah, and he doesn't know better, so he's gonna move out here.
Alright,
He's gonna line up shots on this guy.
got it.
He's still concentrating. So his Hunter's mark. He's still concentrating on it.
Still on this guy. Then.
Yep.
Dig your root into it and shoot him. This guy is prone, by the way.
Yeah.
If that helps. Because he was tied up, and he hasn't got nothing. It's not been his turn. But his ropes are cut off, because this guy did that.
Yeah, you have the choice to shoot right now or prepare. Is that what you meant by line up?
He sees Yoko surrounded by the guards, and he wants to make sure his allies aren't in danger. So he's gonna shoot the guy that's down on the ground. Has
Alright.
the mark on him.
Because he's prone. But you do have the mark.
So 13 to hit.
Unfortunately, that bounces off his splint armor.
13 to hit will also probably miss.
Bounces off his splint armor again.
Okay. Shalg is. See, that was 5. Okay, yeah, that's it for me.
Alright. Now, you're making a big fuss and running off, or what are you doing?
Well, that man took a stab at Yoko, and I could see that everyone's there, so I'm gonna make a point of making it even scarier for that man by firing at him with the longbow.
Alright.
Because I'm also not very happy that he stabbed at Yoko.
Sniper.
Sniper, get down!
Trying to add this, fucking sentiment to the mind of like, try it if you want, or die right fucking now.
Mm-hmm. Got it. And that's this guy?
Yes. And then I'll take another shot at him.
Is the force part of it?
Yes.
Alright, so 10.
10.
And definitely.
What? Hold on. Those are not accurate. What the fuck happened to my longbow? Hello?
Is it using?
It did the.
Oh,
fucking
it stopped
20.
rolling dice. It's just flat one.
Hold on. Let me roll 2d8 here to appropriate an actual damage score. There. Now I can.
But the second one is...
Another 6
Seven.
damage to that man.
Alright. I didn't do the second one, so it's what? 9 for the second total?
Yes.
Alright. He's looking pretty owly. He's definitely bloodied.
And then I'm going to fucking. Well, with the jump spell on me, fucking run dash to the other fucking roof and then poise, looking at him like as menacing as I can to show him like if he were to try and run, there is no fucking place I wouldn't outpace him.
Do intimidation for me, please. Alright.
That's
You
a twit.
It is this guy's turn. He is going to get up.
Think about the move.
What did you roll again?
I got a 21 because you let me roll strength.
And what did you say exactly?
I said, sit down or we'll put you down, and I'll enjoy doing it.
Alright. And your intention is to spare them, yes?
Yes, I declared non-lethal attacks. They don't know that, but I mean, this guy saw how we took him down. He was here the whole time when there were 2 tied up guys next to him that struggled to escape, and even when one of them got their hand out, Malcolm
gonna
just knocked him out.
Real
Yeah.
Oh
Sure.
my god.
He knows I don't really want to hurt him. I'm just trying to scare him.
Yeah, he does not pick up his weapon and just sort of like holds his hands up.
I've got his weapons.
Oh, okay. In this case, no, you then. But regardless, he holds
Yeah.
his hand, and is like he's sort of standing, but he like takes a knee and it's holding his hand. He's holding his hands up.
I'll shift my focus to the guy behind him, as it's his next. This is his turn next.
All right, this guy is going to also make a check to see whether he believes that you're going to. All right, he's just standing there and is like physically shaking and drops his weapon and holds his hand.
Okay, good stuff. I will, I guess, take the time, step over, look down at both of them, and around the corner here. Both your friends stood down. We don't have to put you in the dirt if you just sit. It's just stuff. We only want a few things.
All right, make another intimidation check for me.
Same thing?
Again, manage strength, because yeah, werewolf.
Even better.
Got it.
And I'm doing the same thing where I'm giving space, so he would have to come to me to attack or pull a ranged weapon. I'm not
Got it.
gonna attack him, but I will, if you'll still allow me to prepare an action, do the same thing. And I've still got the lightning on my claws.
Yep. It is his turn, and he is going to run away.
Oh.
He's
Good runner.
rough and is not thinking straight. So he's going to, yeah.
Bad
run.
move.
Is this the guy that got shot by Belthorn?
Yep.
Okay.
Like he's in, like limping, and he's not having a good time, and he's just panicking.
Can I just, without looking behind me, say somebody?
Yeah. I'll round the corner and sleep him downrange.
All right.
Speed level 1. If I roll bad... Nah, that's pretty good.
Fuck
Point out.
yeah.
Put your finger out at him, and as he's running, run, stumble, fall, sink.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Hey, get them all inside.
Yep. Time up. I'll go get that guy.
All right.
Jog
I'll
over.
move
Pick him
side
up.
foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I point the veteran's own sword at him and say, go.
You should know. The gods will be coming real soon. The alarm spell set off.
That's why we're doing this, and you're getting out of the way. Wouldn't have to kill any witnesses.
Fine. Just. Can I have
From
my
what
shit?
I've heard, you'd be best running and getting out of town after this. Boss won't be happy.
No shit.
Look. I know how it is. I'm going to take the time to put a platinum piece into each of the 4 unconscious guys and hand a platinum piece to each of the 2 conscious people. Get out of town. So
Yeah,
that's
also-
6 platinum.
Take whatever you want, I guess. We just want the things we want.
Pal Shell gives 2 platinum to each person.
On top of that, damn. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Now I would like to search for the items.
I fucking toss you the gem before we do even this. You get that advantage investigate.
Alright. I'm gonna say we have investigation pick from Yoko looking for the Z items. And you have the crystal, right?
Yep.
Alright, advantage.
So perception or investigation?
Investigation, you're not just looking around. I'm assuming you're like holding it up and like checking boxes and shit.
Yeah.
Pal Shell is looking around for anything else of value since we are officially burglars.
Yeah, you can make an investigation check as well, then. Presumably you've got like a light up so you can see better. And it's not, the low light isn't an issue when you have light.
Oh, I'm not concentrating on anything. I'll cast dancing lights and fill this warehouse.
Cool.
As you can see.
I mean, these guys do have lanterns that you can just
Yeah, I'll
use.
just take
but
one
yeah.
of their,
Oh yeah, sure.
I'll just take one of their spot Are they spot lanterns?
You're, no, they're just
Blue
basic.
lanterns. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you're having trouble finding much other than like some textiles and maybe like a couple of bits of like cutlery and like clay dinnerware kind of stuff. But yeah, Yoko, if you can, your investigation, you do manage to find a box that is, it looks different than the previous box you got, but it definitely has a distinct glow when you hold the crystal up to it. So you do have one of the items, and I'm going to say you find it over here.
Okay. I assume this is the obelisk?
Yes, you did find the obelisk.
Biggest
Alright.
box.
Yeah, it's like a slightly elongated pyramid, except the sides are. It's almost like they're curved, so it's like the bottom is a pyramid and the top seems to be obelisk-ish. And looking at it, like there are parts of this that look like there are like pure Ethereum sections of this in ways that still should not have formed, but they are sealed. It's very odd,
Okay.
and very fascinating. Yeah. And Shout, you are sorry, Billy. What are you doing? Up
No,
there?
no, no. Do Shag's investigation first. That's more relevant.
No. Shout already made one. Yoko
Oh.
made one. What are you doing?
I am keeping an ear out. I wouldn't. He said the guards will be coming quick if the alarm spell is
Yeah.
tripped. I don't know whether we can assume that these guys can't trip the alarm, like whether they're warded or not. But that door, the south door, didn't get open, and we dispelled this one. So hopefully nobody's coming. But I'm still gonna be listening to
Did
give us
not-
enough time to get out.
Didn't do anything in regarding to dispelling. I don't recall any.
Did we? Yeah, it's in the chat. Dispelled we dispelled magic. Well, before I even. Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
Yoko dispelled magic.
that was the
Malthorn
first thing
tied
we
up the
did.
guy, and then
Oh,
I.
the
picked
front
thing.
door, yeah.
Yeah.
I dispelled that.
All right. My brain was not aware of that. So in which case you're
Before-
fine.
Yeah, before
Um,
we ever touched that door, she cast a spell magic on it.
Yep.
Sorry.
Apologies.
still-
I
No
don't
worries.
know about that. But yeah, you're keeping an eye out. Yeah, feel free to make perception there, Billy. Malthon, are you doing anything?
Arrow trained on the guards if they even fucking flinch.
All right.
Like, obviously not very happy with the assault with the Yoko, so it's just like, yeah, don't fucking try it, and I won't have to put you the fuck down.
I mean, the maces they have are padded. They're clearly built for non-lethal, but yeah, they did attack her for sure.
While Yoko's looking at the obelisk, Shout's gonna pat her on the. Where did she get hit?
So much water.
Probably like one crack across her shoulder, and there's a little bit of blood coming from her temple.
Yoko, is it okay if I take care of your injury?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Yeah, he goes over and casts Cure Wounds using his last level 2 spot.
Yeah. Alrighty.
I assume you gentlemen are informed of
Oh,
the
damn.
international no snitching policy.
You're a little bit far away from them, but you can move up to them if you so wish.
Good as new.
But yeah, I will grab another investigation from Yoko. This one is not an advantage because you're not looking for the obelisk.
Uh-huh.
Can
But
Shout
I mean,
help her?
assuming you to continue. Sure.
Is it possible? Yeah. So you direct him for what to look for. He's also giving you
Yeah.
his eyes.
You
Point out
can,
stuff.
you can just help him. So yeah.
So he's giving you the help action. So you have a back.
However, you're not able to make your own if you're helping Yoko, of course.
Yeah, I'm helping her. So
All right. You find in this corner the cages of some exotic-looking animals. There's like this weird blue spiny-backed insect. There's another small. There's another like top-heavy brown insect. There's like a tiny humanoid creature with one large eye that seems to be embedded in its chest, and no other noticeable features.
Bella uses daily use of speak with animals, and looks to the cages. It's like, "Oh, are you being kept against your will?"
Only one of them responds, and that's kind of the brown top-heavy creature that sort of headbutts at the cage and goes, "You! I'm breaking you! I'm breaking!"
Oh, it's angry.
Yeah.
You just get banged up in the cage.
We'll let you out, and we'll help you get away from here. But you cannot attack us, and you can't attack other people. Okay?
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage because this is an incredibly irritable creature. If you want, you can make a nature check to determine. Okay, so this is a tumble crick. They are desert-dwelling creatures. You've encountered one or two in your time. They're just real mad all the time. They live in small groups, and they will run and they will break your shins just because they're real irritable. They're extremely territorial. So letting one out in the city is probably not a great idea. Not only because it's the wrong environment for it, but also because it will probably immediately attack one that looks at it wrong.
Okay, I'm taking this guy with me so I can let him out later.
All right.
Okay.
It's definitely making a bit of noise and like headbutting the cage. And with your speak of animals, it just keeps yelling the animal equivalent of expletives at you constantly.
Jack, what are you doing?
And he wraps it around it so he can muffle it. And he attaches it to the back of his pack. Taking this guy with us, he's going home.
Clang, clang.
Are we really
Chad,
sure we have time
that
for
is-
that?
Yes. Jug looks at him dead-eyed.
We need to not be
Yeah.
connected to this.
What?
It's different.
What would you do if your family member was in a cage?
Whacking on metal, because that is what is happening. Like, it's pretty audible.
You can let it out here, but you can't bring that back with us.
Look,
Okay,
the fate of this creature is minor. What we're trying to do is a much greater cause.
Yoko, the little sort of blue insectoid thing with the spines, is kind of poking its like proboscis through the cage and is like sniffing on you.
Stay away from it.
Yeah, you probably don't want to be near the other creatures. They might be hostile.
Yeah, no.
We don't want to be near that one.
And the little
Sew
sort
up your bleeding heart.
of humanoid with the only feature of a eye in its chest is like actually trying to fiddle with the locking mechanism.
Oh, what the fuck? Put it back.
Child takes the cloak
look
off
for
the cage and puts it back
Look for
down.
the things.
Understood. Looks around.
Alright, Yoko, your next investigation. Are you helping, or are you dealing with
he's
these
still
creatures?
helping. No, he put the cage back as he was requested. He looks very
Amazing.
He looks upset, but he's still following requests.
You, Yoko, actually find yourself coming up to the second floor where there's a bunch of pottery, and inside one of the pots there's actually a box that seems to, as you sort of crack it open, has a photographic tablet on it that appears to depict like an insectoid creature, but it has the limb arrangement of a centaur. And it's it's got a line moving from the back of its head into a spherical object, and then a similar but much larger version of the obelisk. And then there's a line up into the sky, and then there's like a point of light that is lower than many other points of light.
I can't wait for this to be explained. I put it in my bag.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. No, there's only the one point of light. There's not many others. I forget.
Sure.
Yeah. So that is what you find. And I am going to say, one more.
Okay.
I'm still continuing to help her with locating things, so she has advantage on anytime she needs to use visual confirmation of stuff.
All right. Looking around, unfortunately, you cannot find the other tablet, but you do manage to find actually a fairly significantly sized box, maybe about 1.5 feet cube. That when you crack it open, appears to be full of various alchemy supplies.
Oh. What kind?
Some pretty fancy looking vials. A couple of vials that are actually full of liquid. You'd need to take a second to itemize it, but there's various alchemy paraphernalia in there.
Ochel seeing
Going to make a wisdom
Oko
saving
get
throw to resist.
Oko seeing seeing
That'll do.
Yoko get tied up like he did, immediately puts his palm on the lid and closes it quietly and takes the box from her and says, "Okay, we'll take this with us. Let's go. You're running out of time."
No.
I will
we don't
say
need
it is.
that.
will say it is worthy to note that the vials and stuff, like the containers, they do look to be like they have some magic runes around them. They seem to be more than just regular vials.
Okay. But, this is not what we're here for. We don't need these.
It's okay. We're taking them. We're criminals right now, so we might as well. Come on, we're going. You got
Okay.
you got clobbered. Come on. This is your cut.
Sure. I mean, we're gonna get cut anyway.
Come on.
Yep. Alright.
Yeah, I would say at this point, Billy, you hear the clanking of several
Oh shit,
several
oh, wait.
armor,
Now.
maybe about a away.
Now,
Let's go.
Go.
Out this one.
no alarm.
And
They already know we're here.
I don't know that that's true, but okay.
Did
We go.
You hear the
We're gone.
clanking.
I hear the clinking.
Shout.
We go. We're gone.
Chow pushes the bar up if it's just a bar.
We dash away.
Additionally,
do you want
to-
to make any last attempts to make sure these guys don't rat you out?
We paid them 300 monies.
That's
I don't know. I impressed upon them our international no snitching policy.
okay, so that's the size of fireball.
in which case they will real quick look at you guys, and one of them said, "Can we?
Come on,
we
let's go.
that's it."
Let's
All
go.
right. The
Okay,
conscious ones come. The unconscious ones will not, because they are unconscious.
Fair.
Okay,
Welcome.
the guards are coming through the other entrance, right?
Yeah, it's sort of up
Okay,
this
I'm
way.
going to cast a web to completely cover, like, this whole area.
Right, perfectly doable. You just big old fucking web oops up that whole place.
Yep, and I say, grab whatever you want, we're getting out of here.
Yeah, and these guys should, grab a couple of random boxes, and yeah, you guys can run off into the night. I will get one last stealth check from everybody.
Still got possible that trace going, yeah?
Yes, sir.
He's had it up the entire fucking time.
Yeah, we've been here for like 10 minutes. Not even.
20.
18.
28.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Right.
That brings the average up.
For a moment, you're afraid that they are catching you as you hear them getting closer. As you move away, you hear one mutter, "Are you sure you saw it?" And you sort of catch out of the corner of your eye like a scraggly-looking fisherman who is insisting that he saw something.
The fisherman.
And they eventually head on inside. And there's definitely a little bit of a kerfuffle, but you guys have escaped the kerfuffle.
After-
Get whipped, nerds.
After we are out of the line of sight of the conscious guys who run with us, I will shift back to myself.
Righty.
I will also do the same. Oh my god, Webb lost an hour. Lamel.
Yeah. But yeah, congratulations, my dudes.
We
You're
did it.
off with 75% of what you set out to get. Which is like,
Pretty good.
Plus some high-end alchemy goods.
Yeah.
I feel bad about that.
I don't.
No. Shao felt bad because he was doing criminal activities, but then it's like, okay, we're committing to criminal activities. Fuck it, I'm gonna get something else since we got something valuable here.
Alrighty. So, y'all have,
Leveled
you
up.
have eight. And yeah, I'm presuming you go to an inn, or do you hide out somewhere? What's the plan?
We'd better hide out until
we're
the
hiding.
Better
guys
hide out.
come.
Yeah. We can't be seen coming back this late.
You could go and hide out on Ira's boat, perhaps.
Oh,
Yeah.
Seems
is
absent.
that something we can easily do?
If she has said that that's okay, then yes.
She hasn't explicitly said it, but she hasn't explicitly not said it, and her boat is definitely somewhere where people don't go on to. And she's the person who did this for, so
I think she would be happy
Fair
just
enough.
to be receiving these items back.
I'm
So
sure.
long as you're not noticed getting there, you should be alright.
Still got plenty of cat pastel trays going, so.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you want to go there, you can.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Alrighty. Largely without issue, you're able to make it onto Ira's boat. And as you sort of crack the door open, she quickly hurries you in and closes the door behind you. How successful were we?
Mostly. We got the important one.
About
Yeah.
75%.
That is better
Missing
than
one tablet. We got
which one?
this one.
That-
The
Okay, this is.
bug centaur.
She sort of looks at it and then sort of compares it to a lot of the notes she has around. This is the one that I needed to make this function.
Oh, good.
oh, good. We got all the important ones.
Anything to be doing over the next week or so?
We had planned to get a boat to Lockron, but
Given I don't need to presume, but some of you seem a little loud. Was there any issues? Will there be any issues with anyone who has seen you?
Shouldn't be.
No.
I shouldn't be able to be recognized.
They did not see our faces.
Out again.
We pull out our balaclavas. We were wearing these. Mine is
Yeah.
a little very much stretched out.
All right. Okay.
And also, the guy. It appears that the owner of the warehouse has a bad habit of threatening and murdering those in his employ when they displease him. So I think the men that were working there are probably either going to be
That is
murdered or have
actually
fled.
correct.
Correct. Okay. Well, that's what he's guessing from what he's heard.
You can guess that if you so wish.
That's what Shaq is guessing from what he's heard. If
That
he's
is-
misunderstanding it, that's just on him.
That seems likely, but not good.
I mean, I'm used to that's what I'm used to seeing from where I'm from. So I mean, if it's less than that, more power to a higher society.
Would you all be comfortable accompanying me in a short trip out to sea for just this evening?
Ooh, to what end?
I'd like to demonstrate the value of what you've collected here.
Yeah, sure. We need somewhere to hide. That'd be good.
Pretty interested,
Culty.
honestly.
It's not culty at all. She's not gonna take us out into the water and murder us. That wouldn't happen.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what? Doug kind of
And-
chuckles to himself, and then he pulls out his symbol, the eye. And he looks at it and he rubs his finger on it. He's like, "I'm betting that we have just acquired the parts for her to assemble an ancient device of mass destruction. She's gonna use
Take
it to
over the
attack
world."
something."
Oh,
yeah.
she's gonna activate the demon apocalypse. Wait, I've listened to this podcast.
That's my favorite.
All right. Assuming you guys do consent to this, then she will sail the ship out.
I have
couple
one.
of miles.
I have
Yep.
one very important question before we leave. Is there beer on the ship?
You can definitely get you some.
Then I acquiesce.
You stress drink a little bit. She takes you guys just a couple of miles out offshore, and when you eventually get there, it's maybe like an hour or so. She sort of goes outside and sets up the sphere and the obelisk and connects them. And I hate to impose, but Miss Yoko, could you please,
We have to do that again.
if that is all right, I understand if you prefer not to, but it is necessary if you would like me to show you.
We came this far. Okay.
if you'd like, I can make it easier again.
Yeah.
She will sort of tap you on the side of the head. Your mind just kind of goes blank. Again, little in the back of your neck.
Oh.
You that, and again, the phantom painted headache immediately disappears for one. You do take the 4 piercing.
I'm piercing. She had temp. Oh wait, no, temporary hit points are gone. Never mind.
It was gone long ago.
And you feel amazing. Like it feels like you've just done cocaine almost.
Holy shit.
Liquid
Speaking
cocaine.
from experience.
And would you like to attempt to charge up this device?
Yeah. How?
Intelligence check, just thinking as
Okay.
much, and perhaps looking at it and focusing in your mind.
Sure.
All right. It definitely hurts a bit. So if you actually, why don't you roll me 2 more, because this is a skill challenge thing.
Oh, sure. Nice.
So for the first time, you do take 6 psychic damage as you're trying to interface with this object, and your brain feels like it's swimming, and your vision starts to double, and your eyes almost seem to flood with just like tears of pain and confusion. And it feels like almost like your consciousness is being sucked into this object. But you eventually manage to pull
This
yourself
is
back
fine.
and then focus, pushing your fingers up against your temples. And then eventually the obelisk, it begins to light up, and the thinnest little beam of light shoots up into the sky directly at one of the stars above,
Oh.
and you feel this overwhelming sense of power as you pour all of how much of yourself are you willing to pour into this experiment?
Definitely not all of it. That's a bit too trusting. How about half?
All right. So, as you just basically pour half of your entire mental existence into this, you take 3 levels of exhaustion. As you guys see,
My brain.
for one, Yoko just sort of in short order is sort of drained and slumping, but you see that this light sort of, it almost seems to sort of shiver and then eventually stops, and for a moment you're not sure that anything happened, but then you look at the tip of the obelisk. You look up at the star that was up there, and it's just a little dimmer. And the tip of the obelisk appears to have a rather large crystal of Ethereum that is formed on it.
Huh.
Well, this is good, I hope. You're all right?
I fall over.
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
sort of
I'll immediately
reach
goes to pick
out.
her, catch her.
Yeah, it's definitely definitely tending.
Yeah, I'm groaning and holding my head.
Yeah.
He puts another cure wound into her.
Yeah, you're definitely feeling pretty rough, Yoko, but you're
It's good.
um, and you as Iris sort of plucks the crystal from the peak of the obelisk, takes it and hands it to you. It is like it's a fairly big crystal, like it's almost the size of your head.
God damn.
And it is, as you sort of look at it within your exhausted state, it is pure, flawless Ethereum.
Is this where Ethereum comes from?
Possibly. This was a theory, a theory that I had, and um, there's a lot more to be done. But I very much thank you for this opportunity, and I will. Well, if you so wish, inform you of things as they develop.
Okay.
Seems like a pretty taxing way to get it.
The damage does make it a little complicated. If I can refine this, with this knowledge, I'll be able to gain access to Osra. They'll let me in, and I can look upon their libraries, and I can advance this knowledge much further. And I assure you, this is going to be worth it.
You want me to write down my experience for you?
First things first. And she takes out 2 more pouches of platinum and places them down. You guys, each 100 platinum. And
That is 200 platinum more.
Yep, 50 each.
Everybody take 50. Nice.
and I'm curious, are you feeling any different aside from the draining sensation?
I don't know.
Yeah, right. Well, if you could let me know if there are any side effects, and I will do what I can to help and document. And this is very exciting. And I assure you, this technology, I don't mean to proselytize myself as a paragon of virtue, but there are definitely worse people that could have this.
I'll believe that. Yeah.
Definitely believe that. It's better than being on the thieves' market.
I must say, as she holds the tablet, I've never seen such a complete depiction of Serbian before.
Sorry?
As she sort of looked. Yes.
Oh yeah, you want to walk us through this tablet?
So from what I can gather, this was in the age of darkness, and this insectoid, I believe this is what an Assyrian is. They used similar but larger devices to catch a passing star and bring it down to ward off the abyssals. I believe that this is what is in legend spoken about as the first spark. Though it is a shame that it was devoured by Angonox. Perhaps something happened that reduced their power. I'll have to look into the I cannot thank you enough.
Just glad to get you what you were supposed to be appropriating originally, out of the hands of whatever creep was trying to thief it up from under you.
You paid us for it. All is well.
I don't mean to presume, but this technology, I can only imagine two nations wishing to procure it. It would be either Renur to destroy it, or perhaps Nokra to utilize it. Neither are good. I do not think I need to tell you how bad it would be if they could pluck stars from the sky.
I dread to think of how many they would put through this experience just to harvest Ethereum.
Yes. And I hate to be the bearer of potential bad news, but a larger one of these could perhaps even take the sun. So definitely try to withhold this information.
Well, I like the sun, so yeah, I'm not saying that shit to anyone.
Appreciate it. I'll take you back to port. And thank you very much. I will be immediately making my way towards Oxford to report these findings. And if you need anything, I suppose you can find me there. If you can cross the sands.
That won't be a problem. That kind of smiles. Pretty smugly about that.
Thank you. Again, I've searched my whole life for this understanding, and yes, I very much appreciate it. And she will bring you back to port unless you have any further questions.
How long have you been looking for stuff like that? No, just running questions like that.
As soon as I knew that there was no sun at one point, I had to know what was before and how it came about. I simply seek understanding, and I have always asked questions, and there are many in Renur who would not only not answer them, but chastise me for asking, and perhaps worse, if I were to ask heretical questions.
Just in the secrecy then.
I'd like to understand the song and Rand and Aubrey. I feel like that level of understanding could bring a great good to the world.
Be careful with it.
I will. And you guys are brought back to port. You're able to have your long rest, of course. And I think I might bump you up now to level 7.
Huzzah! Incoherent screaming and running around.
Also,
We're going from level 6 to level 10.
7.
7.
I was
So you
still
leveled
level
up.
6. I haven't leveled up. Ah,
Damn, son.
I wonder I was so low level.
No, we're
You're
going.
level. You were level 6, and you've leveled up now. So
Yeah,
you are
you're-
level.
I
You're
thought you said we
correct.
were going. I think I misheard you. I thought you said we were going level 10. I was like, wait, what?
Not quite that fast.
Now
those
yeah,
looks
but-
are worth a lot of XP.
Yeah.
But
Or less
yeah.
keep the artifact.
You guys, yeah, feel probably leave session there, obviously. And your call. You
Yo.
roll me a d2.
That's not a real dice.
All right. You receive for free telekinetic feat.
What the heck?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Ooh, nice.
She's
Nice.
What
so
a-
Go
good.
away when they try to get close to you. He's like, fuck off, bitch.
Never had that
And-
before.
It's a good feat.
Alright.
And everything in which that entails, including the increased point of presumably intelligence.
yeah.
Oh, wait, isn't that up to a maximum of 20 though?
It is. Is your intelligence not already? Is your
Yeah,
intelligence?
it's already 20.
You can choose a different stat.
No, make it 21.
Holy crap, okay. I mean, it doesn't change the mod, but cool.
Even smarter.
So smart. I got brain mutation.
It's worth the pain.
Right. And I will, at the start of next session, when you guys know what you got in the alchemy nonsense.
Yeah, right.
But definitely a fair few nice expensive stuff in there. Also, the Ethereum, you have 3 pounds of it.
What does that mean?
3 pounds as in 16 times 3 ounces.
Jeez.
Ethereum is precious metal
16
to
times
value.
Yes.
348?
Which is
Oh my god.
48 ETH.
Chunky.
You got a meaty brain, girl.
Oh, my predatory strikes are better. I have gotten much scarier.
Oh, 4th level spells. 4th.
Ooh. Blight approaches.
Yeah, I've had a good session. It's been a hot
Very
second since
much.
we.
Very good.
It's been forever. Oh, so refreshing.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I ever got to ask you. You know the Wither and Bloom spell? Is that okay? Am I allowed to use that?
Take a quick look at it.
It's from that Strixhaven thing, I think.
I generally say no to Strixhaven because it's extremely set specific. But I will
Yeah.
have a.
It's like a bit of a damage and a heal.
It's a good one. It doesn't. When I allow it because it doesn't. It still requires everybody to use.
Mechanically, it's fine. I'm just thinking thematically.
Yeah, no, that's
Um,
alright.
We'll say leave it for now. I'll have a thunk.
Sure. Oh, there are too many fucking 4th level spells. I can only have 2 of them.
And I usually recommend picking like just one 4th level spell, and then picking like another 1st level spell or 2nd level spell since you have a bunch of those slots.
So what was that? What did you say?
Oh, since you only have 2 4th level spell slots, I usually recommend picking like one 4th level spell, and then playing with a 3rd level, 2nd level, or 1st level spell, and then because you upcast that 4th level spell, or you can use that 4th level spell.
Oh yeah.
Chose. That way you have more flexibility, but that's just preference. That you never do that. That's my recommendation.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty. So, you guys can obviously do what you want next session, but you have basically the option of, I mean, you could do something completely other than that, but there is the two main things that you have been suggested, which is well, I guess there's a couple of different things. There's the weird giant disease. There's Billy's lycanthrope thing. And then there's moving on with Alendril to the Knockfin Isles.
Okay, if we all the money we have now,
That's
I've
a
got
lot.
760 gold.
I've got quite a bit.
It was thousands for a boat.
Yeah. Well, that's if we're going to buy it.
Yeah, so if you want to, you could potentially buy one. Or if you are okay with just going on someone else's boat, then you could do that. But you'd have to find one that was making its way to Valdish to trade.
Do we have enough people that know how to ship for it to be worth buying a ship?
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah, I don't think we do.
I don't think any
Nah,
of us.
let's just be passengers, hey.
Yeah.
We have basically me, and that's about it.
You're a boat man.
As cool as it would be to have their own boat, I really wanted to make it work, but I feel like it's not super viable given the idea yet.
An airship. How about a classic airship?
That's a little much.
I got land vehicles, water vehicles. So, if we had to, we could, but that. I don't think that's gonna cut it if it's just me with the ship running.
I mean, there is your buddy who was a sailor for a time.
Oh yeah.
Gonna hook up with that boy. I think that's probably our best option, but we could also still check out the giant stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I hope was a good session.
Yeah,
And what to next game?
Hell yeah. Sorry, I was out for 2 weeks.
It's
Oh,
all
good,
good.
thank
You have.
Dude, it's real life. Real life always takes precedence over a game. It's cool. I don't apologize for that, man. Guys.
Sass.
Our schedule will line up and fit better for you eventually, and then we'll be like too busy with games. You'll be like, I gotta take a break from the games. Okay, it's too much.
Never gonna happen.
Yeah, more! More!
Yeah. So if y'all could pretty please have a think about which way you want to go, which shape you want to do, and just let me know coming up to before next session so I can make that shit ready.
Simply build every route that we could possibly go.
The best way.
I'm cool to go to Nokrin now. What do you guys want to do?
I'm down for
What's our
Knock'em.
end goal in Knockrind? Remind me.
Alendril wants to do something.
Yeah, Alendril,
Right.
Alendril pick up a couple things from Nokra, and we'll probably need your help doing that.
Yeah, I'm always down to help Alendril.
And now we have the money to go, which was the original intent of this job.
Take some time, get some money.
Yeah, we can hook a boy up.
I swear I get more speed from somewhere.
Eventually.
Yes.
Gotta earn. Probably somewhere.
Why isn't a nuke so much fucking faster? What's going on?
Because she is thick.
Oh, she's the other kind of. No, she's a Goliath.
she a barbarian?
I don't think she's multi-class, but I could be entirely wrong. Has she raged ever?
Possibly.
See?
Whole lot going on there.
Now I get my 10 feet.
Do
it might
I,
be a back. It might be a background thing, like
do I
athletes.
need anything for you guys to continue playing? Continue sorting your level up and shit? Because, I don't know, Roll 20 has changed some shit.
What do you mean? Like,
Yeah.
do we need anything from you? No.
I
Do
can
you
sort
need...
myself out.
I'll go a bit from then, and
Yeah, I'm
probably
gonna-
shouted.
I'm gonna probably get to bed.
Something I do need from you is what exactly Astral Courier is. Does that work?
Oh, yes, I will, I mean, I believe it's in the spells, but I will send it to you real quick.
Oh, yeah, the spells?
Night, y'all.
Oh yeah, I remember spells.
Bye.
Oh yeah, it's here. No, don't worry. I can do this on my own.
There's a slight chance it has changed, but I will send you the current current third edition.
Okay.
I can now do damage. Well, the damage modifier with my offhand. Got that 2 weapon fight.